Hello. Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna do something. My mind just blinked right there. My mind just blinked the hell out. Do you hate when that happens? Don't you hate when that happens? That's what I was doing. My brain, see, it just turned back on. My brain just went, oh, yeah, that's what you were doing. It's turning down the AC and it's freaking hot. How's my Chrysler? My Chrysler's doing okay. Hey, Ryan, BJ, what's going on? If Alan, Tracy, Raging, how's everybody doing? I've said this for a long time. My office gets so hot. It is crazy. It is crazy. Merry Chrysler to you, Denzel. Merry Chrysler to you. I'm not gonna lie. Like I got in here, and first person to make a comment in here was Working Bum, and Working was like Happy Friday, and I was like, shit, it's Friday. Or Working Bum was like, oh, you're Polly on a Friday because I don't normally go live on Fridays. Didn't even realize it was a Friday. Not even gonna lie to you. That's how much my brain works on structure. That like when I have time off from work or whatever, and it's like, you know, like it's like, oh, it's like yeah, time off of work, so it must be Saturday. That makes sense, right? Because that's the days I don't work. I don't work on Saturday, so it must be Saturday. Yeah, I get two Saturdays. I get today Saturday, and then I get tomorrow Saturday. But don't see tomorrow's not Saturday though. Tomorrow's Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday because the Chargers play tomorrow, so that means it must be Sunday. Is this that girl math thing they always talk about? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Is this boy math? Chargers play on Sunday, and tomorrow is the day the Chargers play, so tomorrow is Sunday. Chargers are losing tomorrow. Yep. Just like we were going to get our butts kicked by the Chiefs, just like we were going to get our butts kicked by the Eagles. Just how every single week y'all say we're going to get our butts kicked. Every single week. The lack of respect is astonishing. But everybody wants to glaze the hell out of the Broncos, who can barely beat Chris Oladokun. And if you're like, who's Chris Oladokun? Nobody knows or cares. You know it's bad, okay? When I think it was Chris Jones. Chris Jones was like up on the stage, and they were like, "What do you think about Chris Oladokun?" And they were like, "He's like, I didn't even know he was on the team." The Broncos have beat nobody. They've had one meaningful win. One. I you got. I don't even think the Broncos like literally the Broncos. They're not gonna be the number one seed. They might not even take the. They might even not win the division. That's what's even crazier. You watch the game and still don't know who he is. Good, because he doesn't know. The Chiefs don't know. I don't know. And Broncos almost lost to him. So, anyways, enough about how the Broncos are incredibly overrated, and more on to politics and stuff. Rams and Seahawks both look really good. I'd put money on either of them. They both look really good, truthfully. The Rams and the Seahawks both look really good. They're both scary. One second, y'all. Sorry about that. I apologize. Got something in my hand there. I had to wash it off real quick. That's what I'm saying. The Titans beat the Chiefs worse than the Broncos beat them. The Titans did. They're barely a football team. They barely even matter. Y'all glaze these Broncos way too hard, man. I'm telling you guys. How's everybody else doing today? How was everybody's Christmas? Everybody have a good Christmas? Oh, dang, I already got phone calls coming in. I barely got this thing started. You're hungover. No. Where were you? Well, I was here. I was live on Christmas. Don't know any Chris Moose. Hey, he's a weird one. Sitting on the chair. I was sitting on this exact chair. I actually need a new chair. It was shitty. I'm sorry. It was shitty, Tobin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Truthfully, I am. I tried to come on, and that way everybody can kind of hang out for Christmas a little bit. So we did have some people come in that were having some rough times. So I'm sorry if any of you guys had a rough Christmas. I've had plenty of those, I promise you. And it sucks. But we make it through. We make it through. We stay strong. Glitcho, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I said, how was your day with Ari? My day was great. We did presents, we did gifts, we hung out, we did a little stream, and then and that was about it. Yeah, it was a pretty chill night, honestly. It was a pretty chill night. Chill day, chill night. The whole thing was just kind of chill. Yeah, it was nice. It was fun. It was fun. Still running for office? I'm not running for office. That's the wrong black guy on TikTok. Yeah, wrong one. Yeah. I know it's confusing. All right. You see two black guys in front of microphones. They must be the same person. But no. He was running for office. I'm not doing that. Are you sure, Don? Are you sure? Apparently, I look real similar. Apparently, I look real similar according to this guy. What did I get my daughter? I got my daughter way too much shit. Way too much shit. Wait, she's so spoiled. She's not spoiled. I mean, she's spoiled. She's definitely spoiled, right? But like she stays out of trouble, she gets good grades. Like who really cares? You know what I'm saying? You know, she's a good kid. She freaking, you know, she does what she's supposed to do. She gets great grades. She stays out of trouble. She rarely has her mom's attitude come out, you know? So like, why not? Let her freaking enjoy herself. She got she also was part of the concert ticket experience, so that was a thing. She's getting a bunch of tennis gear. She's getting vinyls. She's getting all sorts of stuff, dude. She's a sport brat. You know, please, as you guys are coming in, double tap that screen or hit that like button, depending on which platform you're on, and help show some support for the live. I really appreciate that. It does help to get us out there, get this thing started. That means I have a lot better conversations, and yeah, help me help you. Help me help you. Yeah, like there's 300 people in my TikTok. There's only at 5,000 likes. Like, what are we even doing here? We just hit 5,000. I should already had my backup on. Thank you so much, Glitcho. I should have already I should already have my backup up ready to go. I can't. I'm waiting on this over here. Thank you so much, Glitcho. I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna open up phone lines now. I guess we'll get this thing started. Now we can move. Now we can get this thing going a bit. Do I support Kamala Harrison? Huge supporter. Huge supporter. People are wild. Hello.
Nigger, faggot, monkey, nigger, nigger, faggot, monkey, nigger, 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 nigger.
Come on, verse 2. Where'd you go? Did you burn out that quick? Be better. Like, seriously, like be better at singing. Like, are those like only like are those your only 4 words that you knew, and so you just started repeating them? I assume that's what he does to his mirror, like while like he's like jerking off in the morning or something like that. He's just, you know, yelling that over and over. No, sister wife, get out. I'm having my special time. Yep, those are all the words he knows over 4 letters. those are all of the words he knows over 4 letters. Yeah, he's been practicing too. Did you hear that? He had practiced that for like a while, but he thought I was gonna kick him, So he didn't get past saying it like 3 times. He's like, ah! And he freaked out. You're gonna have to troll a lot harder than that to catch me, big dog. Okay? I am a professional. All right. You're gonna have to troll a lot. Monkey. It's Monkey. I'm gonna say it's Monkey, and I will not be taking questions or responses to that. Okay? But it's Monkey. Just I will not be taking questions. Hello.
Me and the Muslim brothers like to fuck young girls. Give us your...
All right, that's just weird. Anywho, do you support sending money to Ukraine? Well, how about you call that number and then you come ask me that? All right. That's the key. See, that's how this thing works. It's not ask Polly questions in the chat. It's call and ask Polly questions or talk about certain situations. That's how that works. That's how that works. I love it. I love these two. These people are my favorite right here. These are my total favorite people. Go celebrate the holidays, bro. Bro, you're on here. You go celebrate the holidays. I have a community of people that enjoys being together. That can reach out to each other, that can help each other, that are working towards a same cause. I'm doing something bigger than you understand here. Okay, so why don't you go celebrate the holidays? But I can tell by the fact that you're here that nobody wants to celebrate them with you. Okay. You worry about you, okay? Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you, my man?
I'm great. How old are you?
33.
All right, what's on your mind?
I'm actually one of your fans, bro. So I just wanna thank you so much for everything you do. And me myself, I'm an immigrant that got naturalized and become an American citizen, and I'm so proud of it.
Oh, I'm glad
And
to hear that, man.
I don't, yes, sir. And I don't support Trump in any kind of shape or form. And I see that the country is going in the wrong directions right now.
I agree 100%, man. But I am going to move on. I am looking for Trump supporters right now, but I do really appreciate you coming up. Okay.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you very much again, and have a good day.
Thank you. You too, man. All right, we're going to keep this thing going. I appreciate you. If you do support Trump, you're more than welcome to join the guest request box or call in. And if you don't do that. Okay. Aubriana, thank you so much for the cash apps at $20 for your daughter. Oh, thank you. I'll make sure I spend it on her spoiled ass. I will make sure. I already have another $20 for her to spend on her spoiled ass. Jesus Christ. Hello.
The Muslim brothers are going to take your daughter.
Thank you so much. I do really appreciate that. Aubriana. I almost said Adriana. I can't read today. Yep. Well, Bubba, it takes some practice for them to learn how to read the numbers, okay? They have to pull out their textbooks from school. From, the last one they had, which was I assume kindergarten? I'm not sure. Why did the Hindu accent sound so fake? Because the Hindu accent was fake. Okay. Because it is fake, okay? they're like, see, this is the thing that we were talking about. I was actually listening to some stuff on this the other day on how anyways, it had to do with MAGA brains. This whole thing on MAGA brains. Hello, how are you?
You're gonna get swatted.
Yeah, it was this whole thing on MAGA brains. Yeah, it's anyways. It's the thing that makes like stuff like this funny to them. Because it's like they're like previous versions of evolution.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's very funny. Yeah, it's just it's their brains are stuck in like, and see we've evolved without them, and it's scary. We've evolved without them, and it's terrifying. All right. Hello.
Hey, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. So, I'd like to answer the question why I still like Trump. So,
All right. Well, first
I
of
am
all,
I am a truck driver.
That's fine. Before we get there, how old are you?
53.
Awesome. Now go ahead.
Lifelong Democrat from Boston, Massachusetts originally. Love the Kennedy clan. Could never go wrong. But this is the reason why I like Trump. In my opinion, I've been a truck driver for 35 years. So this 1 year underneath Donald Trump, I'm already up 35% in profits this year versus the last year of Biden. My groceries are down. Albertson went out grocery shopping, $7.99 ribeye on sale. Can't go wrong there. Gas, $1.97. I paid $2.10 for a gallon of diesel. So I just
By the way,
like
I'm gonna
energy.
while he's saying all of this, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on the screen. But go ahead.
Okay. So that's what I see. Like right now, you went to the grocery store lately? How much did you pay for eggs? Because I paid $1.49 for
So,
mine.
do you only eat eggs?
No, I eat beef, chicken.
Beef's up like
all that
30%.
It might be up 30%, but right now you can go right on over to Albertsons, $7.99 a
Well, I
pound.
can't go to Albertsons. I can't go to Albertsons because
Where do you live?
I live in Florida.
All right, so you live in Florida.
Yeah.
So is
but
beef
real
prices
quick,
there more expensive?
no, they're 30% up across the United States. But I actually did want to talk
Not
about
true.
Hold on, sir. Thank you. I was actually had this chart up, right? It was actually really fun. And it was actually showing how trucking revenue in the United States is significantly down under the Trump administration and how it just dropped again by another 2.1% in October. And how trucking has come to a standstill. And at minimum, in some areas, it's actually flat, but it's actually down in most areas. And I can pull up plenty of charts to show grocery prices
Sure.
are up
Listen,
in almost every area. Sir, I'm still talking.
Okay, just let me know when it's my turn.
Gladly. It's usually when I'm done talking. Cool. Thank you. What I was saying was, I don't know where you live or what kind of, magical fairyland you're living in, or Atlantis, or, whatever magical land that you're living in, where trucking revenue is up, because it's not, where grocery prices are down, because it's not. Okay. Those things are not happening for the overwhelming majority of Americans. Now, if you found a sale at Albertsons, I'm very happy to hear that. Okay. And maybe Albertsons gives you like a really nice special price that they give no one else in America. All right. But for the reality of America, Donald Trump is doing the exact opposite of those things in this country.
Okay, so you got a Publix grocery store there? It's $4.41 USA chuck roast. I'm looking it up online. Now, on truck driving, I got you schooled, and I'll tell you what happened.
Hold on. What was that? What was it like last year?
Last year, I do believe was about the same. I'm looking at 80-20. Because it's all about quality. So
you just said chuck roast and 80-20, so obviously you don't care about quality.
Yeah. No,
you literally picked two of the least quality beefs on the market.
Right. So if you were poor, would you rather spend $4.40 or would you spend $8.20? Because I ground up sirloin for my beef. and that was $6.99 a pound.
So you're saying the beef isn't cheaper, you're just finding cheaper methods to make it cheaper.
Right. This is
So it's
look,
not cheap.
beef
So,
prices-
so Donald Trump didn't do
beef
anything to
prices
that.
down. But let's talk about truck
So,
driving. Let me give
Did
you
Donald-
an education.
Did
Wait,
Donald Trump
wait,
convince
it's
you
my
to
turn.
grind up your own sirloin?
It's my turn now.
No, I'm
You
just
gotta
asking
give
a
me
quick
my
question,
turn.
sir.
You
Sir,
like debate?
sir, you
Let's
can have your
a debate.
sir.
Let's talk
sir,
about truck.
I would love to.
My turn.
Sir,
My
no, it's
turn.
not your turn.
My turn.
No, it's not.
See what I'm saying? This
No,
is
it's
what's wrong
not.
with
No,
the
I don't see
Democrat
what you're
Party.
saying because
you
you're not
cannot
because
take the criticism
sir, you're
when
not
it's time to
criticizing
get
me.
it.
Sir, you're not criticizing me. Okay,
I'm
that's not what that
telling you
word
now.
means. Sir, what you don't get to do is go, see, I did this thing with beef and now prices are better. Now I'm not gonna let you respond to that, and now we're gonna move on to trucking. That's not what this is not how this works.
All right, let's move on to truck
No,
driving.
we're not
I've been-
moving on to trucking yet. We can move on to
You
trucking
just-
next. You did not have to bring up the beef thing, but now we're talking about fucking beef. Okay? You could have
Why are you
ignored
gonna
that. You could
swear?
have
You
left
can't
that
have
part.
a debate. You can't have a
This
debate
is not a
without
debate,
swearing.
sir. Sir, you
We can't
obviously,
have a
sir, did they
simple
not, sir,
conversation.
did they not offer debate at your high school, or did you not take it?
Actually, I never went to school. I have a sixth grade education.
That makes sense, okay? Because then you would know that this is not a debate. In no way, shape, form, or fashion is this a debate. Okay? In no possible realm of the word debate is this a debate. Okay? I am trying to have a conversation with you like a normal human being, okay? But you seem to be
With
wanting
swearing?
to sir, yes,
with
sir,
swearing?
sir,
You gotta swear?
if you
You
don't
can't
like
have a
if you don't
conversation?
like swearing, then leave. This is my
Look,
sir, is this sir, real quick, is this your platform or mine?
You actually need
Sir,
guys like
is this-
me to call in.
You wanna
don't have
bet?
a platform if we don't call
You
in.
want to bet? I'll hang up on you right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll hang up
Oh,
on you right now.
shit.
Someone
You
else will
can't-
call.
See, you don't want to debate. You don't want to debate.
Sir, this
trucking?
is not a
Or talk about
debate.
trucking?
Sir, I do
Let's
want to
talk
talk
about
about trucking.
trucking.
We could have already been
Let's talk
talking,
about
sir.
it.
We already
This is what happens.
all right,
This is
sir.
what happens when
I'm muting you. I'm muting you because this is not a conversation I'm going to have. I'm not going to have this conversation where I talk to someone who cannot have a conversation, like even a child. Like I know children that are better at having conversations than this. Okay? Sir, this is not about making a point. You said that beef prices were lower or the same. Then when I asked you how, you said you were buying cheaper cuts of beef and then you were grinding it up. And that's how it's cheaper for you. That's what you said. And my only question to you, sir, my only question was to you was, did Donald Trump convince you to start grinding up your own meat? That was my only question that I asked like 3 times 5 minutes ago that you could have easily answered, and we could have been on to trucking. But you refused to answer that question.
Let me answer. All right, I'll answer the question.
Okay.
No, I grind up my own beef because I'm trying to keep the grease out of my diet.
Gotcha. So Donald Trump did not make your beef prices cheaper. You did.
No, sirloin steak's different than the chuck roast, so thus you paid more for a sirloin versus the chuck roast.
Sir,
if you want an
you've always done that.
80-20 or you don't want no grease.
Sir, you've always done that. Okay?
Yes,
That
always.
hasn't changed, okay? But
That hasn't
beef
changed.
prices are up right now. That is a current real thing in the United States that's happening. Okay?
Okay. You go to Costco right now. You can go right on their website. You can buy about, I think it's a 42-pound slab of roast beef. I mean, beef ribeye is $8.99, but you got to cut it yourself.
Sir, we don't.
You
Sir,
break out
sir,
bring out a knife and cut it. Put it in the freezer.
I'm sure there's all different sorts of scenarios that we can make up. Okay? There's all sorts of different scenarios that we can make up. Okay? What we're talking about is the price of groceries in the United States. Specifically, you
And
want
they're
to.
down.
Sir, they are not down. Okay? They are not down. Consumer goods as a whole are about 3% higher than they were last year. Okay? They're not down. And beef prices is just a singular example of a certain product. Now, granted, on the extreme side, right? Where prices are even higher than that, right? Where prices are incredibly high, right? So you have things like beef prices that are high, and then you have things like egg price that went down. Why did egg prices go down? Because the avian flu ended. What did Donald Trump do to end the avian flu? Not a goddamn thing, but prices went down in eggs, okay? So, but grocery prices as a whole are up in the United States. And I just don't understand how you're saying, okay, that for some reason Donald Trump made prices go down when they didn't.
All right. I don't even want to entertain this. I'd like to get on the truck driving when you're ready.
I Okay, if you don't want to talk about this anymore, it was your point, sir. But if you don't want to talk about it anymore, let's go ahead.
No, we're just going to go back and forth, and there's no end in resolve. All I'm saying is when I go to the cash register and I pull out a receipt from last year, and I look, because I buy the same items pretty much every week, the price is down. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Walmart already
Okay,
did a study on that,
individually.
showing that prices were up like 30% from last year, and depending on what you're buying on the exact same items from last year. If you look at a thing like their Thanksgiving meal, thing or whatever, where they have, they set out a Thanksgiving meal and how much it costs. In order for them to do that, they had to switch all their name brands to great value brands, and they had to cut 6 items off the list, even to make it a comparable price from last year.
Okay. So let's talk about truck driving.
Okay, what about it?
All right, driving truck 35 years, been an owner-operator. What happens with supply and demand? Let's say we take 100,000 immigrants and give them CDL licenses. Would the rates come up or would the rates come down?
The rates would go down. The rates would go up.
No, the rates would go down because you put 100,000 illegal truck drivers.
You just said got rid of them.
No, we haven't gotten rid of them
no,
yet.
You said if we got rid of 100,000 immigrant truck drivers. So then my answer wasn't wrong.
Misspoke. Look, 35% up in increase this year. We had one time the Biden administration flooded the market with illegal workers.
Did he hand them CDLs?
It killed it. Yes, he did. Well, him directly,
really?
No, but his policies did.
Okay, which policy handed which Biden policy handed illegal immigrant CDLs?
Sure, absolutely. The immigration policy, when they let in all the asylum seekers and handed them CDL licenses.
Right. Which Biden policy handed them CDL licenses?
Biden policy, let's ask ChatGPT here. He'll give us the answer. Biden policy, truck drivers, CDL license, and it's bad, as usual.
So which policy was that?
It's called Truck Action Plan.
Truck
Biden
Action Plan. Okay, let's take a look at it.
Biden,
truck,
hold on a minute. Biden.
Hold on, I'm going to pull it up, sir. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Truck, what's it called again?
Biden-Harris Trucking Action Plan.
Trucking Action Plan. Let's take a look at this.
U.S. Department of Transportation is the website.
Let's take a look at this. Biden-Harris administration announces grants to improve the commercial truck driving licensing process and get more safe truck drivers on the road.
Correct. Okay.
All right.
Now
Cool. Let's take a look here.
Yep.
The Federal Motor Administration announced it will award approximately $48 million in grant funding to increase commercial licensing driver training programs and continue to improve the process of obtaining a CDL. This funding is aimed at improving the resiliency of our national supply chain and strengthening Americans' trucking workforce. It is one of the ways the Biden-Harris administration is demonstrating continued commitment. Every day we count. I could read through this whole thing. Let's just see where. Let's just see where it says. Let's just see where it says illegal. No. Undocumented. No,
yep,
that's not in there either.
Hold on, I'll tell you where you can find it. It's 49 CFR 383.53.
Okay. 49
CFR.
CFR. Uh-huh.
383.53.
Okay. Don't know what any of those things you just said mean, but let's take a look at it. National Archives, point of regulation, general rule, any person who violates the subpart B, driver violations, employer violations, penalties of railroad. Okay, what does this have to do with anything?
Okay, hold on a minute. I gotta find which one it was. Okay, so if you go on down to number 10.
There is no number 10.
Down, you don't have another number 10 list in there? It's underneath. Hold on. Purpose and scope, 383.1, number 10. If you want, I can read it. So we're in
383.1, not 383.53.
No, you had to bust into that section and then break it down. It's like a little trail.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you know real quick that we can pull this up, but already you're talking about congressional policy, legislative policy, not Biden policy. But regardless,
excuse me. Was it Pete Buttigieg who said, "Hey, we don't need. They don't need to speak English. Just give them a CDL." Or was that Barack Obama? I can't remember.
Does not
I got
speaking
him confused.
you get Pete Buttigieg and Barack Obama confused? You might need glasses.
I just saying. Look, at the end
Well,
of
I'm
the
just
day,
saying, like,
Democrats
they don't look
hate
very,
American workers,
sir.
and that's the reason why you lost.
Sir,
That's the reason why
sir,
you lost the popularity vote.
Sir, is
Getting
speaking,
crushed.
sir. I just asked a question. I was trying to ask a question, if that's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, is speaking English a requirement to be legally here or to be a U.S. citizen?
To hold a CDL license and
That's
truck
not
driving,
that's not
yes.
what I asked you, sir. I
Yes.
asked you, is speaking
Yes.
English a requirement to be a U.S. citizen?
Yes. No.
Oh, it is?
No, it's not. To
Oh,
speak
it's
English,
not.
and you don't have to, but to drive
So
a commercial
so
vehicle,
you can be.
you need it. We're
That-
talking
that's fine,
about truck
sir,
driving.
sir.
So you're trying to deflect
No, we're
it
talking.
instead
No,
of-
sir, we're not.
This is what's wrong
Sir,
with the Democrats.
sir,
We're
you
talking
don't have
about
to keep
truck
repeating.
driving.
You don't have to keep repeating.
speak
Sir,
English to drive a commercial vehicle. The
hello. Are you there?
commercial vehicle is the law.
Quiet.
The law is the law. Respect
Sir.
the law. That's all I'm asking.
Sir, be quiet. Yeah, respect everyone's time and be quiet.
Respect the law.
Be quiet. You mean like the felon that you support?
Absolutely. Love the
Yeah.
felon. That felon's
Yeah.
done more
He
good
do-
and put
he
more
doesn't have
money
to-
in my pocket
He doesn't
than any
have to respect
president.
the law. He doesn't have to respect the law,
He's
but
above
everybody else
the
does.
law.
Just-
He's above the law.
Well, that
He's
makes
the
sense that you
king.
think that. Trump
He's the
supporters
king.
generally do think that. Okay, but what I was
He's
trying
the
to say,
king.
sir, I was trying to make a point before you began your crash out.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, what I was saying, sir, all right, is that you're just saying that the CDL requirements didn't require that they spoke English. But before you said
Correct.
that, before you said,
Obama
sir,
did away
sir,
with
I
the-
am all right. I am muting you right now. Then I'm muting you right now because if you can't let me finish, then there's no point in talking to you. Yes, sir. Okay, you said that there was a Biden policy that gave CDLs to undocumented immigrants. Okay, proving to me that you can get a CDL without speaking English does not prove that point at all. So I will ask you the question again: what Biden policy? Okay, which Biden policy gave CDLs to undocumented immigrants? That's the question.
Oh, the policy that they did away with. You can't. They let everybody get them without speaking English, and they said, "Hey, go ahead and ignore this law. Ignore the law. Don't uphold it." They didn't go through Congress. He did it by Obama. Did it? He said, "Hey, look, we're going to go ahead. You don't have to speak
Gotcha.
English." Gave everybody all these licenses.
So if you're undocumented and you speak English, then you're fine.
no.
Well, apparently you are.
ain't-
Apparently, as long as
No.
you can speak English,
You-
it doesn't matter that you're undocumented anymore. They only care about the undocumented immigrants or documented immigrants or U.S. citizens that don't speak English. But if you speak English and then I guess you just get handed a CDL. Like it pretty much comes on. You go, "Hi, I'm here illegally," and then
And that's
Biden
what they were
himself.
doing. That's
sir,
why these people
and then,
are losing
sir,
their
I'm
licenses
talking,
now.
sir. I'm talking. Thank you. And then Biden actually comes down and he goes, "Hello, sir. How are you?" And the person goes, "Como?" And they go, "Perfect. You don't speak English. Here's a CDL to go along with your fake immigration papers, and here's a fake social security number to go along with it."
And that's what happened. It sounds crazy, but that's what happened to the industry. It's
Yeah,
crazy. I've never
okay.
seen it.
Yeah,
Never seen
sure.
it.
Yeah, sounds completely logical and not made up
Hey.
at all.
Yeah. All I'm saying is put it on in there and take a little look. You can just watch
Sir,
the
do you ever
news
realize that
channel.
there is a reason that you can't pull up a single Biden policy that did that? Because it doesn't exist.
It does exist. I
No, it
gave
doesn't
you it. I told
exist.
you where to find it.
No,
I
sir,
told
and
you.
I not only-
Paragraph 10.
No, yeah,
Can I
paragraph
read
10.
Paragraph 10?
Yeah.
Want me to read paragraph 10?
I can read it for
Now
you.
pull it
Sets
back
forth. I have a feeling I read better than you. Okay, we can put it back on the screen. Okay. Sets
Mm-hmm.
forth the federal standard for procedures, methods, and minimum passing scores for states and others used in testing and licensed commercial motor vehicle operators. Nowhere in that does it say that the Biden administration granted CDLs to undocumented immigrants. I can blow up like number 10 right here, guys. Guys, I'm looking right here. Okay, like right here, I can read. I know. Like you said, you stopped at a 6th grade education. That's fine. Okay, and I'm fine. I barely made it past 8 myself. Okay, but I can read this. Okay, and when I am reading this, nowhere in here does it say that undocumented immigrants can go get CDLs.
All right, so go on over here. Let me give you where Obama undone it. We got to go back some more.
Sir,
Okay.
sir,
Barack
you know
Obama.
why you're not going to find this, sir?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
You're not. Just like you were looking at it with the
DOT, the reverse
Mm.
Obama era English
Mhm. That's
proficiency
not
memo.
a policy. Sir, you're not proficient in English and you're a truck driver. Okay?
I speak perfect English. See, más
You
para mí
don't
es
even
hablando
speak
español.
you do
Cuando
not
mí es
speak
hablando
perfect
mi
English at all,
español,
sir.
yo es más bueno hablando español.
You don't
para
speak proficient English. If the entire idea was to get truck drivers to speak proficient English, then you should have yours taken away immediately. Okay? I know lots.
And then
I know
can move to
lots of.
Minnesota and get a $3 billion from the
I-
Somali community.
You're going to get $3 million from the Somali community. How are you going to do
Yeah,
that, sir?
they're handing it out. They're handing it out out there.
They're
Everybody's
handing it out.
rich.
Who's handing it out?
Handing it out rich out there. Handing it out rich. All right, brother. I gotta go. And just remember, Trump 2028. I love you, brother. Hopefully you can show up and vote.
Is that a threat?
What's a threat? Hopefully you can come vote? Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, way to start the day, y'all. Way to start the day, y'all. Please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We're going to keep this thing going. Move on to the next caller. Activista, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Big W's in the chat for Activista. Said, Dear Polly, finally, after 4.5 months, I am employed again. Your straightforward, concise, and informed content has been a wonderful refuge from the ignorant. Thank you. Oh, I really appreciate that. Huge W's for Activista in the chat. Thank you so much. That is very, very sweet. And congratulations on the new job. That is very, very, very glad to hear that you got that. Hopefully you very much enjoy it. Hopefully you very much enjoy it. So that's absolutely amazing. And thank you again. And Glitcho, thank you so much for the $10. And imagine only having a 6th grade education could never be me. Hey, you know what? Some people are put in situations, okay? I'm not trying to make fun of anybody for having a 6th grade education, okay? Some people are just in bad situations, wrong situations. They have to be pulled out of school for all sorts of reasons. There are a million reasons why people have to drop out of school, okay? And maybe he was in a situation where he couldn't. However, that does not excuse pretending to just know shit you don't know. Okay? That's the problem. It doesn't excuse just not being self-aware in the slightest. Y'all, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. If you like support, I do have super chats, super stickers, pay links in the bio, all that fun stuff. I appreciate you. Hello, how are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you.
Yeah, I'm just not even dealing with that today. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. How old are you?
I am 17.
Sorry, you must be 18 or over to be on the live, but I hope you have a wonderful day, okay?
Okay.
All right. Whoop. Yep, we can only do 18 and up. So phone lines are back open. We're gonna keep this thing going. I appreciate you. Didn't I just hang up on you?
Yes.
Oh, why'd you call back?
I support Trump.
Do you now?
What was that?
Do you now?
Yeah.
There's someone in the background? I can't tell. What's going on here?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. How old are you?
24.
Awesome. And how old is the person I can hear in the background?
There's no person in the background.
All right. Let's not lie to me here, sir. That's a bad start to any conversation. I can hear something.
I'm in a car right now.
Okay. And you're in a car with other people, I'm assuming, or are you the one driving?
Well, I'm in the car with other people. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. So we went from no people to having people. See, we're not off to a great start, sir, if you're already lying to me. I just thought I'd let you know that. All right. Honesty is the best policy, right? Teaches character. So what's on your mind?
Well, I support Trump. And I'm gonna give you some reasons why.
Well, I mean, you're a liar, and so is he. So I guess you guys already have something in common. But what else?
Well, I'm gonna give you some reasons why I support him. So are you ready?
How about you just give me one and we'll start there?
I'm gonna give you a bunch.
No, I'm good. I just want one.
I'm not good, so I'm gonna give you a bunch.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, He cut federal taxes. He reduced business regulations. He pushed America First policy. He focused on bringing jobs back. He lowered corporate tax rate.
He's literally
He signed
reading
criminal justice
whitehouse.gov.
reform.
I've
I'm
actually
talking,
read
I'm
it.
talking. I'm talking.
You were talking. You were talking. He's literally leading point by point by point on whitehouse.gov. That's pretty impressive. It's funny because I've read this exact article. You know? So, but hey, at least this one can read. So that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. He's still going, by the way, just in case you guys were curious. I know he's been muted, but I just figured I'd let you guys know he's still going.
He supported U.S. energy.
All right, he's going back to muted now. Are you done? Okay. Well, sorry that I wasn't really asking if you were done. I was kind of just letting you know you were done.
Yes, you did. You asked if I'm done. So
yeah, it was rhetorical.
You already said, "Are you done?" So
yeah, it was rhetorical.
You didn't ask.
Do you know what rhetorical means?
You said, "Are you done?" What do you mean we're done? We're not talking about rhetorical right now. I don't know where the fuck you got that from.
So you're telling me whether my question was rhetorical or not?
Done. No, I never. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not done yet, though. So I can please continue speaking or no?
No.
No? Well, I'm going to keep going anyway. So are you going to stop me? How are you going to stop me?
Like this. Oh, I don't know how I pulled that off. Oh, goodness. How did I pull up stopping him? I don't know how I would do that. Y'all, please make sure you guys are supporting the live. Make sure you hit that like button and double tap that screen. Let's get up to 100,000 likes. Let's make sure we're up to at least a couple hundred likes on both of these YouTube lives too. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hello, how are you? Hello?
Hey, all right.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Awesome. How old are you?
65.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Why is that?
Because all the rest are garbage.
All the rest. There's only one president, so I don't know if there's any other ones. Is there
All
more
the
presidents
past.
that we should know about?
Who do you support? Who do you support? Kamala Harris? Camel Toe Harris?
Well, first of all, no, I don't know why I would support Kamala Harris. She's not the president. Okay, nor does she
Who
hold
is it,
any.
Biden?
Hey,
Do you support Biden?
Sir, I'm still talking.
And I don't give a shit. You got to listen to me, dipshit.
Well, you
You're
asked
just
me a
fucking
question.
Joke. You know that?
You asked me a
channeling
question.
Shit. You suck dick, and you're a piece of shit.
Oh, are you interested?
What? Letting you suck my dick?
I mean, if that's what you're into, I mean, I'm not going to
You're
hate
a
on it.
queer, too. Now you're
I mean,
a
you're the
queer.
one asking me to do things, okay, sir?
I
I'm
didn't
not doing
ask
them.
you nothing.
You're
I
asking me
didn't
to
ask
do
you
things,
nothing.
sir. And I'm while I'm honored, I know I'm good looking. I mean, and also kind of
Oh,
kinky
you're an
on
ugly
your
piece of
side.
shit.
Okay,
You don't
like
even
I'm
look
just saying, I'm
American.
not interested. I am.
You don't even
I do have
look
a partner.
American, you fucking
Okay.
queer. You're
All
a
right.
queer, and you don't even look American.
I don't even look. What does American look like?
You're a dipshit, boy. What a piece
What
of shit
what
you
what does
are.
America look like?
Well, give me a minute here, and I'll have you triangulate it, and I'll come down and stop in and meet you.
All right, sir. Your threats mean very little to nothing to me. I was just asking you a simple question.
No, you can't suck my dick,
That wasn't the question,
because
sir.
I'm not gay like you.
That wasn't the question, sir. I said, what does an American look like?
It don't look like you, that's for damn sure.
And what about me looks non-American?
You look queer, that's why. Queers aren't American.
So what you're saying is being gay isn't being anti-American?
Not gay, queer. You want to suck dick.
Sir, what I'm asking you, sir, is do you believe that Americans can't be gay?
Oh, sure they can, but it's
Sir, that MAGA mobile isn't working out for you very well, isn't it?
because I send you a report.
You know what? I will say the NSA is doing a great job today. All right. Normally, I'm pretty against them. Okay, but whatever, they're intercepting this call, and I'm for it. You know what I'm saying? They're scrambling this one
I'm
up
just
real
finding
well.
out where you live. I'm finding out where you live so I can come knock on your door.
I live in Florida, sir.
Yeah, where at?
What do you want my
Give
address?
me your
Is that
address.
do you want my address because you want to do things with me, sir? Sir, sir, this person is trying to find out my address, all right, so that he can come over and give me a little lovin'. And sir, I'm sorry. I'm not like Caroline Levitt, okay? I don't like people, 3, 4, 5 generations ahead of me. And my lips look great without injections. Okay? So
Don't you?
It's
Is that who you want to
insane.
run in next time? You're an idiot.
just saying, my lips don't need all those injections and stuff to friggin' you can take a close up of me. I'm fine. We can get this thing all nice and close. No injections, bro. No injections. 0 injections. All right, sir. Well, your phone reception is horrible. Okay, it's absolutely horrible.
Good,
Which honestly,
good.
honestly is probably best for all of us. Okay,
Well, fuck
because
You're a
you
piece of
sound
shit.
like a pretty bad person. Oh, he hung up. Well, I guess we're all gonna miss him though. Could use some chapstick though. Good call. Good looking out. All right. Gosh, oh, did I even have mine with me? Oh my goodness, it fell out of my pocket. I usually keep my chapstick with me too. Yeah, oh well. I'll drink some water. I'll be fine till later. All right. Well, that was interesting. Freight, thank you so much for the $2. Just says Trump 2028. God, it hurts me so bad too. Like I hate when people send me money to tell me Trump 2028. Please don't keep doing that or anything. You rock. I was just about to text you. Thank you. Bird's Peace. Everybody say hi to Ari. Hi. There you go. We better now? I'm sorry. He would have liked it if I did No, he went. I can't. Oh. Anyways. Feisty, thank you so much for $10 and DNC Dark Money. Yeah. I'm getting all that Soros money. That's where I get it all from. So, me and Soros, great friends. Yeah, do tons of stuff together. You just be giving me money. So, George, if you're out there, send me more super chats. Okay, I can't keep doing your bidding if you don't support the live, George. Okay, I know you got all that DNC dark money, so hook it up. Thank you so much, Feisty. Angelo, thank you so much for the $2. Said color is 65 and had an IQ of 65. That's probably pushing it. And CBT, thank you so much for the $2. Said check this color's browser history. Yeah, I think we might be able to find the all of the Epstein files in there. For sure. Glitcho, thank you so much for the 6-7. Malia, thank you so much for the New Year's Eve. Chase, thank you so much for the 100. I really appreciate all of those. Thank you so much. Y'all, huge subs to chat for everybody who supported. Super chats, super, all those things. And Laura, thank you so much for the $2 over on Cash App. It says, hi, Miho, Trump for prison 2028. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. By the way, were you the one who told me? Was it you that mentioned, like, drinking a Neho? Somebody did. Somebody had mentioned that to me. And I tried it, and it was really good. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Of course, oh yeah.
All right. Now, why is that?
Why not? He's definitely doing a lot for America.
Like what?
Immigration and cutting on immigration, no tax on overtime, cutting down on the crime that's going on in the countries, fraud that's going on in different states. It's a lot of things that are going on.
Okay, what fraud is he cutting down on?
Fraud that's going on. You see what's going on in Minnesota?
Yeah, but that was a investigation that's been happening for years in Minnesota. That was already being stopped by Minnesota before Trump came in office. So Trump didn't stop that.
No, it wasn't. It's been
Yes, it was.
shut down. It's been. I mean, if you watch the debate, It's been getting shut down, and it hasn't been getting notified, and nobody in the public knew about it, and nobody knew it was up to billions of dollars. They knew it was
Literally,
getting scammed. Every
literally,
state has scams.
literally everyone knew about it.
Every state has scams.
Yeah, sir. Literally everyone knew about it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody got scams in every state, but nobody had it to $9 billion.
Sir, again, this was found out by the Minnesota authorities, and they've been investigating it and prosecuting it for years. Well before Trump. Trump did nothing to help this.
If that makes sense, then why do they have people who work for the government? Who works for the government for, like, let's say for people who does EBT or who does federal government. He shut everybody down when they were talking to him, bro. When they would start reporting him, Tim Walz shut it down.
Yeah. None of what you said was English, okay? Nor do I believe there was anything in there to respond to.
So was there fraud in Minnesota or not, bro?
Of course.
Okay, so did we know it was not? Did anybody know it was up to $9 billion?
Yeah. The investigators and the prosecutors in Minnesota.
At what moment was it notified that it was at $9 billion?
I don't know. Why does the difference between 8 billion and
But
9
you
billion?
don't know. So you see, that's
Sir,
how this
no,
is what
sir,
you're doing.
sir,
See,
sir, sir,
you're
listen,
being
sir.
sarcastic.
I'm
You're
not being sarcastic. I'm trying to ask you a question. Okay?
You're being sarcastic.
Sir,
but
I
then
am trying to ask you a question.
You don't have no.
Sir.
You're saying I don't know when I ask you a question.
Sir, okay.
You don't have no.
Yeah, because I don't know that answer. So maybe you can answer that question for me. Okay?
I already answered.
No.
it for you.
I'm going to ask you a question and then you can answer it. Okay? At
Okay, go
what
ahead.
day in time did Minnesota realize it wasn't 8 billion, it was 9 billion?
At what time?
No, what day? I want to know give me the month. In what month did the Minnesota authorities and the prosecutors go, nope, it's not 8 billion anymore, it's 9 billion?
So this is going back in 2023. I can't give you a month, but it was back in 2023.
Oh, so you don't know either. So you don't know exactly when they figured out it was 9 billion and not 8 billion. Oh, see, you don't even want to debate. Oh, you don't even know that. All you're giving me is I don't know. That's exactly
Why you
what you're
getting
doing to me.
loud, bro?
Sir,
Chill
that's
out,
exactly
bro.
what you
Chill
just
out,
did to
man.
me.
Chill
That's
out,
exactly,
man.
sir.
Calm
I
down. We're
literally
having a
just did to you,
conversation.
sir. I literally did to you exactly what you just did to me, and you're telling me to chill out. So
you're
this is
getting
what
loud
this
and
is what
you're
we this is what we
arguing.
call introspection. Okay. If you
You
don't
asked
like,
me a
if you
question.
don't like,
Listen,
sir,
I didn't say
sir,
I,
if you
unlike
don't
yourself,
like,
I didn't say I
sir,
didn't know,
sir,
bro.
sir,
Listen, man. Come on, man.
sir, 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 if
Chill out.
you don't like exactly what happened to you, coming right back at you, okay, that's what's called
I don't know what you're talking
introspection.
about.
I know you don't, okay? You've never been
Listen, what
introspective
you're
in your
doing
entire
is,
life.
listen, I
Doubt
asked
you
you a
could spell
question.
it.
You said you don't know. You asked me a question. I told you the year and when it happened. I never gave you a month or a time, but I gave you a time where it happened.
Well, sir, if you
year
had
that it
asked me a
happened at.
year, I could have given you a year. That would have been easy.
Okay, then give me a year then, bro.
2023, you just said it.
All right then. So then that's what I'm giving. I gave you, instead of you said I don't know. I gave you actual answer.
No, sir.
Instead of
Actually,
me
my
saying I don't know.
answer, sir, is
I'm talking about
sir,
something
what I
I
said
know,
was,
and you saying I don't know this.
sir.
You saying I don't know,
All right,
bro.
sir. I'm
Come
about to
on,
hang
man.
up and move on to the next caller if you can't stop.
I know that's what my girl do. She hang up when she knows she losing.
Yeah. Well, you probably aren't in a very good relationship, and she should probably leave it then.
Man, that's crazy,
Yeah.
bro. So
Sir,
let me ask you a
no,
question.
no,
then.
you're
Let
not
me ask
asking me
you-
anything, and now you're muted. Okay. You're muted, and no one can hear you. What I said, sir, before you cut me off was I don't know the exact date that it changed from 8 billion to 9 billion. That is what I said. Okay, sweetheart. So I'm sorry that you're getting so offended, okay, by the fact that I literally said the exact same thing that you said. Okay? So, are you done? Sir, until you can be quiet, I'm not unmuting your microphone. So this is your last chance to be quiet, okay? It sucks that I have to treat you like a child. All right, well, I'll just hang up the phone on you, okay? I really, really tried, okay? He was just screaming in my ears, and I'm not going to sit here and deal with that any longer. Just screaming. Can you imagine, like, seriously, and it's really sad for these MAGAs, right? Can you imagine someone saying the words "I don't know" and you're like, "Ha ha, you lose. You're the worst person there." Guys, I don't know is not a bad thing to say. It's actually the expected answer if you don't know something. Okay? It's okay to say, I don't know. Okay? Honestly, if a lot of you would learn that a little bit more, we'd be in a lot better country. Truthfully. Hello, how are you?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
23.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
I do.
All right. What's on your mind?
I just wanted to see what your thoughts on about the EBT that's been going on, like specifically people buying unhealthy junk food and pretty much wasting the American taxpayers' dime on stuff that they shouldn't be buying if
Could
they
not give a
are
flying
on
fuck.
EBT.
Could not give a flying fuck.
But see, that's
Sir,
where Trump
Sir,
actually
Elon
intervenes.
Musk gets billions of dollars of our tax dollars. Billions with a B. He's the richest man on the planet and gets billions of our tax dollars. And you think I'm worried about somebody getting soda or candy or freaking whatever, some Cheetos with like on their EBT card? Hell, they could buy all junk food. I don't give a shit. Sir, if you're talking about the difference between freaking people that need food, getting food, I could give two shits about how much food they get or what kind of food they get. I care a lot more that the richest person in the world is getting giant billion-dollar tax subsidies.
They were doing it before in the Democrats. When
And
they
I
had
don't agree
power.
with it with the Democrats either. What, sir? You're the loyal person that only cares about what the Democrats are Republicans. I don't give a shit. What's wrong is wrong. Elon Musk should not be getting a fucking dollar of my fucking tax dollars, and he gets more than every single fucking person on EBT combined.
Well, it is what it is. Once you make $1 billion and you're successful like that, then it speaks for itself. If you're living day to day on EBT, then there is a problem.
So you see how we do this right here? You see, he does not give a shit about the richest person in the world getting his tax dollars, but he cares about poor people buying soda. You see where our priorities in this country are just fucking off. You see where we're like literally we don't like, you know, our people's brains, like how are you going to say you're okay with Elon Musk getting all this money but not okay with freaking poor people buying soda, dude? Poor people buying soda, I promise you, does not affect you.
Sir.
He works hard.
for his
If he
money.
worked so hard, then why does he need a government handout?
Because half of the stuff he does is to benefit society.
You don't think that keeping people from starving to death is a benefit to society?
It wouldn't be a benefit to society because at the end of the day, it's all about capitalism, sir.
Gotcha. So it's a benefit to society for poor people. You do realize that you are literally describing the like plot of the Hunger Games, but you're the bad people in it, right?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad thing. Children all around the world die of starvation every day. Are you sending money right now to those poor people?
Yeah, I mean, we were at least.
You were.
Well, my tax dollars were going to it, yeah.
Your tax dollars were going.
Yeah, and I support
but
that.
nothing from your own bank account.
I give to different charitable organizations, but regardless of that.
Oh, okay. Well, let's stay on topic here. But what about all these people that are spending Social Security? Social Security is supposed to end in 2034. So you think right when it ends, our taxes should be cut in half because we're not paying Social Security anymore?
Social Security is
we're
not
not getting
half
it?
of your taxes.
It's generally like half of my taxes.
Don't believe so, but hey, I could be wrong on that. But anyway, Social Security is not ending in 2034 unless we just really want or to just kill off our entirely elderly population.
I mean, that's what it's set to do. Look at all the people that are hacking the system right now, sir.
Who?
Everyone.
Everyone is
mean,
hacking the
who?
system, so you're hacking the Social Security system?
No, I'm actually I pay my taxes. I do everything by the book.
All right. So
I'm one of
who
the few
is
people that
doing it
don't.
then, sir? Then who is doing it? By the way, FICA taxes are like 6%. But who's hacking it?
6%.
Yeah. Who's hacking it?
Mostly everybody. You see
Most
it on
everybody. So
YouTube, you see
everybody
it on
but you
TikTok.
is hacking it.
Pretty much.
Guys, I still let you know. Let's see all the lives together. There's like, I don't know, about 1,800 people. Apparently, all of you guys have been hacking the immigration system this whole time. And I
didn't
still
say
let you
nothing
guys
about
know
immigration
I am
system,
ashamed
sir.
of every single one of all of you, every single one of you that is hacking the Social Security. Not this guy on the phone, he's perfect, but all like 1,800 or so of you, right, that are hacking the Social Security system. I am so sick of all. I am just bad on all of you. Okay, bad on all of you. Sorry, I was shaming them for you.
You're funny, but I'm more specifically targeting the people that are on SSI, SSDI that don't even need it. There's plenty of people that could go to work and they choose not to. What's your argument there?
What's my argument about this claim that there's tons of people on Social Security that could go to work that aren't? Where are you getting that information from?
I've seen it. I've seen family members of mine.
Seen it.
I've seen friends. I've seen almost countless random people that I know.
It's
That
crazy.
fucking use Social
It's
Security,
crazy.
use
How-
SSDI, use SSI, and then all they have to do is sleep in a bed all day.
All they have to do
They
is
have to
sleep
prove
in a
nothing.
bed all day. You mean the elderly?
I'm not just talking about.
Are
the
you
elderly.
trying
I'm
to
talking
say that
about
the
people in their-
elderly need to go back to work?
I'm not saying
That's
that, sir.
actually that is technically the Republican stance on it. They are trying to raise the retirement age and all that sort of stuff to actually specifically, do that exact thing.
And I think that's unfair. I'm talking about the people that are not 65, 50, or 65 to 60, which I think is a good retirement age. I'm talking about the people that are under that age and that can go to work but choose not to.
Sir, first of all, I know it's crazy, right? Like, but this is a wild thing because I hear it all the time and it's so insane, right? The fact that you have family and friends, okay, who are doing things that are unethical, immoral, and possibly illegal, and they just all come tell you about it is ludicrous, okay? Because just to be completely honest with you, like just to be straight up, okay, nobody that does that says that, all right? So nobody's coming up to you and be like, I'm on SSDI and I'm doing it and I can just totally go to work and I'm not. I want to tell you all about it. That's not happening, all right? So nobody believes you, okay?
I'm telling you.
Second
it
of
does
all,
happen.
second of all, okay, if we look at the statistics of people that aren't working on these type of things that are under the age of 65, it is the tiniest, ittiest, bittiest percentage of anyone. All right. And again,
That is
sir,
not true.
it is true, sir, because
No, it's
because
not.
this is all trackable and we see the work requirements, we see the age requirements, we see all of those things consistently, and these are public records where we can see them. So saying that this is like some overwhelming thing is not true. Third of all, we already had checks, balances, and investigations into these type of things to make sure that they're not happening, and those were happening all the time and consistently, and the Trump administration immediately got rid of all the people that are checking all of that stuff. All right, but when you're talking about that group of people, it's less than 1% of people on SSI or SSDI that even would fit into the qualification of what you're saying.
It's insane.
Am I good to talk?
I don't see why you wouldn't be. Unless Cat's got your
I just didn't
tongue.
want to interrupt you. No, I just didn't want to interrupt you because you were getting interrupted when your other followers were calling in.
Oh, so you're a follower. Congratulations. You should do just like this guy. Make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I just figured while you were plugging
All right,
me,
you have a nice day, buddy.
I might as well join in, you know?
You have a nice day, buddy. Keep doing your work.
Oh, you're out of here? All right, man. Well, have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too, sir.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, we're gonna keep this thing moving. I really appreciate you guys. Happy Friday. Like I just said, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys are on the TikTok side, can you please do me a favor and get that thing up to about, let's get that up to 200,000 likes. I really appreciate y'all. If you guys are on the YouTube side, please make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on those notifications so that we know you're here, and you can come back and know when I'm going live. ARR, thank you so much for the New Year's Eve. CBT said it's worth $2 to tell you it's CB. It's CB the Bull. It's CB the Bull, not CBT. My bad. That one's on me. Crook, thank you so much for the $5. Said MAGA, the smartest dummies in the world. Is the Dunning-Kruger effect is in full effect over here, right? Thank you, Crook. Krusty, thank you so much for the $2. Said lost arrow on the whataboutisms with trumpets. Yeah, for sure. CB, MAGA's too poor to think so rich. I mean, I'm too poor to think Elon Musk rich, so I don't even know. That's a special kind of rich. I don't even know how to deal with that. I can't even imagine it. Shush, thank you so much for the $2. Valador, thank you so much for the $2. Said my bills don't know I'm hacking the Social Security. Right? Why does my bank account not look better with all this hacking of the system that I'm apparently doing? What is going on with all this hacking of the system that I'm apparently doing? I need to be checking my bank account. There should be a lot more zeros in that sucker, dude. Velvet, thank you so much for the $10. And Elon is projected to be a trillionaire with a T. Trillionaire with a T within the next 10 years or so, and people are worried about buying Cheetos and soda. That's crazy as fuck, dude. Straight the hell up, dude. That is crazy as hell. Bro, it's so wild, like, how people talk about poor people. Like, it really is. Like, bro, if you're on EBT and, like, let's be straight up, okay? If you are on the spot where you need government assistance like that, you're probably not having a great day. Okay, like life is probably kind of taking you in not the direction that you thought it was taking you. Something negative happened, maybe some huge medical bills, maybe family emergencies, whatever happened, right? That got you in that position. It's probably not the best, right? And you probably really want to be out of it. And I can assume it'd probably do some mental things on you to be in that position. All right. So if you are in that position, and you need some ice cream and fucking Cheetos and some Sour Patch Kids, please, for the love of God, go get them. Whatever your mental health needs, all right, go get it. Okay? Enjoy it. Please, for the love of God, on me. All right? Straight the hell up. Like, please. All right? Just being honest, dude. Like, please. Yeah, get a Coke, man. Freaking for real. You probably need the caffeine. You're out there hustling, dude. Trying to get life together. Thank you so much, Velvet. I appreciate that. Stacy, thank you so much for the $5. Said SSDI is not easy to get. My best friend has a legit disability, and she had to fight for years to get it. People like this dude are infuriating. Yeah, people like him all think that it's like this thing that's happening. Like, just all these other people are just getting all these free benefits. It's literally the Reagan welfare queens thing all over again. It's sad. It really is sad. It really is. W's in chat for all the supporters, all the super chats. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Chris, oh my goodness, Chris, thank you so much for the $55 over on Venmo. Huge W chat for all the gifters, and a bigger one for Chris. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Just says cheers and happy holidays. Thank you so much, Chris. I really, really do appreciate that. That really means the world to me. And thank you guys so much for everybody for the support. So thank you guys so much. I really, really do appreciate it. We're going to keep this thing rolling, keep this thing going. So I really appreciate you guys. If you guys would like to support, I do have super chats, super stickers, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. They're all at Polypolitics, just like my name. And it's in the link tree in the bio. Make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I feel like I lost my train of thought somewhere in there. Like, I was rolling, I was doing my thing. Not doing you yet. I was rolling, I was doing my thing, so... Hello, how are you?
Oh, hello?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, who this be?
Who this be, yo?
Listen, dog, this is the third time you called me. Why you blow me up like this, man?
Man, me and your girl got something going on, dude.
Yeah, if this is the third time, what you want?
I was trying to call to let you know.
Listen, you better stop calling me.
Bro, as long as your girl keeps calling me, I'm gonna keep calling you.
I don't
man.
like people that
let
lie.
it know, let you know it's over. Get a
I
new
just
one, man.
want to know why you keep calling me.
She's for the streets. She ain't yours no more, but big dog. All right. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great, Paulie. What's going down, man?
Not much. Sorry.
I hope you had a great holiday, man.
I very much did. You definitely sound like a friendlies, and I'm not looking for friendlies right now.
I'm not a friendly. I'm a rival.
You're a
This
rival?
is Skrillions, man. This is Skrillions, man. I'm on here tonight. What's up?
Bro, Skrillion's in the house, dude. Skrillions is in the house.
So when y'all was talking
No,
about that Minnesota
dude, I'm moving
stuff,
on to the next person. I'm moving on to the next
when
person.
y'all
You have a good
talking
night.
about that Minnesota stuff, hey, I was up in Minnesota in 2014 is when I moved up there. And this stuff was going on way since then. And I was telling people all this stuff you see with the Somalians, how I was seeing it just grow. Like, you know what I mean? The hate towards the country, the fraud. And I mean, just under Trump, and I mean, they just brought it to light. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know exactly what you mean, but I am going to move on to the next caller, Skrillions. Come back another time, though.
Yes, sir.
For real. All right, man. Bye. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
25.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
I do.
Awesome.
Not
What's on your
everything, but yeah, unfortunately, I left the Democratic Party because they're so dysfunctional, and voted for Trump for the first time voting this last time, and I just feel disenfranchised based on the Democratic Party moving so far left.
Yeah, that's not really an excuse. First of all, the Democratic Party is not far left. The Democratic Party is literally like center. Is literally like center right. So I don't know what you're talking about with that. Second of all, just because you leave the Democratic Party doesn't mean that you have to go all the way to fascism, right? Like, I'm not a Democrat. I used to be a Democrat, but now I'm not, right? I'm not a Democrat because the Democrats are way too far right for me, right? And they are very disenfranchised, and they make a lot of decisions that I really don't appreciate. I may later move back to the Democratic Party. We'll see as that moves forward, right? But I didn't leave the Democratic Party and then jump into fascism, right? I left the Democratic Party and moved to something that was more sustainable to me. So that doesn't give you an excuse in any way, shape, or form to support Donald Trump.
Well, there's a lot to unpack there, and I think that's a overgeneralization or a misclassification of how many people that have left the Democratic Party feel. And I think if you want to actually stimulate real conversation rather than trying to pwn people in this, you got to create some dialogue. And unfortunately, I don't think you do a great job of stimulating that.
Well, that's great, because I don't care what your opinion is of it. You said you were a Trump supporter because you left the Democratic Party, and that one, one does not equal the other. Anybody can leave, Anybody can leave the Democratic Party and not support Trump. Anybody can leave the Democratic Party.
Vote for then if you're not a Democrat? Who did you vote for?
Sir, I'm still in the middle of a sentence here. Remember you were talking about that stimulation of dialogue?
Yeah,
I'm in the middle of doing that, and you cut me off.
Seek to understand because you're rambling. And
yeah, I get to do that. It's my platform.
Categorizing.
If you would like to start your own, then you can ramble all you want on yours.
Well, perpetuate your echo chamber. That's all you're truly doing.
Sure, whatever you want to think, sir. Nobody asked you to be here or even requested it.
No, that's great. I just, I understand that's my opinion, and I'm definitely not alone in that. But
okay,
well,
you let me know. You let me know when I can finish. Sound good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I can finish now? Sure.
I'll allow it.
So when I asked you why you support Trump, I left the Democratic Party is not a valid answer for that. So actually, I was directly addressing the statement that you made. I'm sorry that you missed that. All right, that I was directly addressing what you said and actually stimulating the dialogue within that conversation. But when I'm asking you why you support Trump, I am going to need better than I left the Democratic Party, because both of us left the Democratic Party and only one of us supports Trump. So it's really a non sequitur.
I answer that. Who did you vote for?
I voted for Kamala Harris.
Okay, so you're not a Democrat, but you voted Democrat, correct?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Even though she doesn't fully represent your beliefs and political agenda?
100%. What she did.
So wouldn't that apply in my situation?
Yeah, sir. But again, my political agenda is not fascism, right? And so literally anything that goes against that is my political agenda. And while Kamala Harris did not fully represent everything that I believe in, right, does not mean that she did not have views that were a lot closer to what I believed in, right? The things that she was
Why
talking
wouldn't that
about, her
apply in my
policies.
situation?
Well, sir, I can totally apply in that situation. Yeah, 100%
Well, you
can. But then your
miscategorized
answer,
in
but sir,
misrepresenting
then, but
without
sir,
even
then
seeking
your
to
answer
understand
to
my
why,
position.
sir, then the answer to why do you support Trump is not because I left the Democratic Party. The answer to that would be because he most closely represents my positions. And then I would ask you
I think
what
that's
those
the
positions
presumption
were.
from that. There's
No, it's
only
not.
two options unless you want to
There's
waste
not.
your vote on a
There's
libertarian or
not
a
two
third
options.
party. Yeah, there is.
There's literally
Based on our
infinite
system.
options.
Well, you're flushing your vote down the toilet.
Sir, I believe that you flushed your vote down the toilet voting for Donald Trump, but
Well,
regardless
he
of that,
won,
it doesn't matter. So what?
I guess not. Maybe,
And you
maybe
affected
not.
that how? What state did you vote in?
In Arizona.
In Arizona, so your vote literally meant nothing for the most part?
Well, who won Arizona last time, allegedly?
So no, it's not a matter of who won it last time or whatever.
It is.
Arizona
It
was
is.
going
It
red.
may not be classified as a swing
Arizona
state,
was
but
going red.
It swung the opposite
well
direction.
before. So your vote did nothing.
Did Biden not win Arizona?
Sure.
So it is a
That
swing
doesn't
state
change
in
what
that
I'm
sense.
saying.
The previous election,
Sir, you were doing.
it swung the opposite direction.
You know what's really funny about this conversation? You said you wanted to stimulate dialogue, right? And you are doing everything but actually telling me why you support Trump. You are literally just.
No, I just explained that.
Sir,
and then
you are literally just begging
regurgitate
and
the same
trying
explanation.
and doing everything in your ability to stop from telling me what policies you support of Donald Trump.
Well, I don't think he represents every position that I hold important or dear to my heart, or it's again just as you said. Oh, Kamala Harris was more of a closer representation. Trump is a closer representation to my belief.
Cool. Then give me an example.
Than Kamala. Well, I'll give you an example of how he's not doing enough. I think
I don't want an example of how he's doing enough. Nope. I don't want an example of how he's doing enough.
But he's close.
I am
but
asking
he's
you
closer to
a
that
question.
than abortion on demand.
Not asking you that, sir. I am asking. It is a very direct.
If you allow me to expand on
Nope.
it.
I do not want you to expand on it. I want you to answer the question
perfect.
directly.
He's a closer representation on abortion, border policy. He's not going far enough, in my opinion, on many levels. I think we need to slow not only deporting illegal immigrants, but slow the flow of legal immigrants in America.
So what is Donald Trump doing to effectuate that cause for you?
Well, he's deporting more people, not enough, in my opinion. He's not strict enough on his abortion stance, as many Republicans
let's stick
are.
with immigration.
More
we can move to abortion afterwards. Let's stick with immigration for a second.
Yeah.
So what is he actually doing, sir? That was my question.
Well, he's deporting some people, not enough, in my opinion.
I mean, Biden deported more people in his term than Donald Trump did in his first term, and honestly, if the looks at
Obama.
Still in the middle of this conversation, still in the middle of the sentence. Yeah. And it looks like Donald Trump's probably not even going to catch up to Biden on deportations from just last year. On top of that, again, he's not as big as Obama. So I don't understand why you're saying that you voted for Donald Trump on a policy that he's not doing as well on as Democrats.
Because Biden opened the borders completely. It was complete chaos, no controls, no limitations, just a free-for-all for 4 years.
Okay, awesome. That's cool. If that's the case, then how come there was over 680,000 deportations and repatriations just at the southern border in just 2024?
That's great, unless you're allowing, more than tenfold in the opposite direction.
Sir, that's not what I asked you. Okay, you said it was unchecked, come in for any reason. There is no checks and no stops. So I am asking you, if there was no checks and no stops and it was unfettered access to the United States, then how come there was over 680,000 deportations just at the southern border just in 2024?
Well, if you only look at one side, that's, may seem compelling, but when you're allowing millions over the course of several years, I don't know if that number is accurate that you're giving, but
gotcha. So now your answer is that it was so now your answer is that it was fettered. So now you're saying you're backtracking.
No, I don't know if that number is accurate.
Well, I mean,
there's very little.
You can look that up. It's on CBP
Not
data.
enough.
It's on CBP's website. It's not hard to find.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, everyone trusts the CDC. Every government organization is absolutely accurate.
I didn't say CDC.
Well, whatever three-letter agency. It's not 100%
So you
accurate.
don't trust Customs and Border Protection's numbers that are currently under the control of the Trump administration from the organization whose literal job it is to do this.
Well,
You
it
don't
would have
trust
been
those
my
numbers.
Orcus at that
Well,
time.
if that's the case, sir, then where are you getting numbers that all of these people were let in?
With my eyes, I saw people
Insane.
pouring across the border,
Gotcha. So you were sitting at the
literally
southern
waiting
border.
in line, getting to the border, and
Gotcha.
just being funneled in.
Gotcha. So you don't have a job, and you sat at the southern border with binoculars, and you counted millions of people coming in.
I think that's a ridiculous question.
No,
Time
it's
and
not a
time
ridiculous
again.
question, sir.
Yeah,
I'm
there is.
asking you where you got these numbers from, and you said you saw it with your own eyes. That is what you
Yeah,
said.
I-
So if you
I-
saw it with your
I
own
live in
eyes,
Arizona.
then there you go. So you don't have a job. You sit at the border with binoculars, and you watch all of these millions of undocumented immigrants come over, and you sit there with one of
Yes,
those
I
clicker
did.
things at the door, and you just go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, well, whatever the number is, you can't agree that Biden allowed more immigrants across the border.
Oh, we
than
can totally agree on
previous
that.
administrations.
We can totally agree
Okay.
on that, sir. But there is a big difference
Perfect.
between Biden let a lot more people into the country than previous administrations, and there was unfettered, unchecked access at the southern border where Biden just let everyone in. Those are two
Well, catch and
insanely.
release, those
sir,
are two different things.
Sir,
if they're
sir,
catching
sir,
people
sir,
and
sir,
deporting
sir,
them, that's
sir,
not the same
I'm
thing as
still
turning
talking.
people away at
Sir,
the border.
I'm still talking.
Well, you're misrepresenting and generalizing my statements yet again.
Sir, I'm not misrepresenting or generalizing anything.
You are.
Okay?
You
Sir,
are.
I understand that you want to move the goalposts again, and anytime I speak,
No,
it makes
that's
you look
what you
stupid.
do.
And so
just
you don't want me to
attack people
talk.
and try to steamroll them.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
exactly.
You first
So,
it
yeah,
was
I'm gonna
unfettered
push back.
access. Then you said it wasn't unfettered access. It was catch and release, which is not unfettered access. And then you said you were getting these numbers by looking at people, which is absolutely impossible because no singular person
Okay.
could actually watch that many people come in the southern border.
You're a
and then
really
when that
good
didn't
troll,
happen, then you
dude.
said you didn't know
You're
the number.
just a troll.
Sir, I
You
am
don't- you
literally
don't-
repeating your words back to you, and you're calling
Okay.
me a troll. That is
You
that
are.
is that is
You
how
are. You don't
sad your
listen.
sir. That is how sad your argument is that if I repeat
Okay.
your exact words back to you, you're like, you're trolling. No, that's how I feel about you, sir. That's how I feel about you, that you must be trolling because I am listening to the exact same words that I am telling you right now, and you're telling me I'm trolling. I am repeating your words back to you. Maybe you should take a second and put a little bit more thought into your words when you say them, and then maybe they won't sound like trolling words.
Well, they're two different things. If they're releasing people at the border and also catching, I don't know who this group of 600,000 people are, if they're criminals or what the process is with that, but it's not necessarily directly connected. You can allow people in and still be deporting people that are presently here.
You 100% can, but
And that's what I'm saying.
But-
So you're misrepresenting that
but-
statement.
But, sir, if you are deporting people, then it's not unfettered access.
It can be, absolutely.
cannot.
If you're not turning people away at the border, that's merely what you're conflating the two.
Sir. If there's a security guard in front of a bar or a club, right? And they let in a whole bunch of people, but they turn away a whole bunch of people, is that unfettered access?
Well, until they do something, if people start a fight, then you're setting controls within
It's
that
a
bar.
simple yes or no question, sir.
No. I'm clarifying the similar position. You can
No,
allow
you're not.
as many people as you want in, but as soon as they start a fight or start an issue within the establishment, yeah, then you're implementing controls.
Gotcha.
But if
So
you're
let me
not
ask you a
checking
question.
IDs or you're not setting any parameters for people to get in, that's merely what I'm talking about.
Well,
You're
perfect, because there was
conflating the
parameters for
statement.
people to get in, so that's pretty simple. So therefore, it's already proven wrong.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, and this
well,
is and this
whatever.
is where
You can dance around. Let's talk
Oh.
more of a moral argument of abortion, because
sir,
that's where
sir,
the Democratic Party.
sir,
Because
again.
you can use numbers or conflate statements.
I already said I would have talked abortion to you, and I understand that you were getting absolutely walked on immigration, but I'm not
Oh,
finished.
perfect. Yeah, absolutely walked on. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Please continue.
Okay. Sir, what I am trying to explain to you is that this is what people like you do. Okay. Instead of just going, Joe Biden had a problem with immigration, which he did. right? That's not a question. Joe Biden had a problem with immigration. His immigration policies were not the best. There was a whole bunch of things that he could have done better, that he did poorly, okay? Immigration, especially during the first couple years of his stance, were not very good, okay? It's that simple, okay? This is not hard to freaking figure out. We can look at the numbers, we can look at the policies, we can look at people's attitudes towards them, and we can say that they're not the best. I have no problem admitting that. Okay, but you guys always have to jump to this extreme that doesn't exist. Okay, you guys always have to jump to this. Biden just let everybody in. People were coming up and we were giving them.
That's a racist trope
I'm
right there.
I'm talking. Well, you're muted now because I'm tired of you cutting me off. So now you're muted. Okay, awesome, perfect, appreciate that. So Biden just let everyone in, and at the southern border, he just gave everybody $1 million and a free house, and he actually kicked veterans out of their houses to throw immigrants in. That's what Biden did. And it's just like, dude, we can't fix a problem, okay? Because you guys think of everything in such an insane way. Why can't we just address these things for what they are? Biden had a bad policy when it came to immigration. He helped to correct it. Congress didn't help. Now we can talk about it like logical human beings instead of just pretending like you're like there was this problem that was even worse than it was, and then freaking just making these hyperbolic comments and moving the goalpost the whole time.
No, you're trying to misrepresent again. Okay, maybe my presentation wasn't absolutely perfect. But ultimately, there were too many people coming in, and there was not enough checks and balances.
Okay,
were there some?
So what checks and balances were missing?
But not. Again, from my stance, stop all illegal immigration. Stop all legal immigration for at least a year, 2, maybe more.
Why stop illegal immigration?
Legal immigration?
Yeah, why stop it?
Because the people that we're drawing in don't represent the true America that we once had. And
what true America did we once have?
People that hold similar views and values.
What views and values?
The Constitution, the freedom of speech, rather than coming into a system that you didn't pay into to reap the benefits of the welfare state. Middle Eastern countries that support Sharia law or have completely polar viewpoints on the way the world operates.
All right. Well, let's address all of those. Okay. One, perfect. Show me something that says that they don't respect the Constitution, unlike Donald Trump, who's been in violation of the 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 14th, 24th, and I think about 3 other amendments, but you still support him, even though he's in violation of them. Okay. You say they don't support the rule of... I'm going to address each one of them, and then you can go down. Okay. Then you talked about the rule of law, right? Where Donald Trump is literally a 34 times count felon and would have been indicted on a lot, or was already indicted and would have been charged and taken to court on multiple others had he not become president. Actually, probably be in jail right now if he didn't become president. Not to mention he's still committing, things against the law even currently, where the Supreme Court just said he was against the law with his deployment of the National Guard to Chicago. So he's also that, right? Also, on top of that, right, then you want to add in something about Sharia law, and I would please love to know where in the United States Sharia law has been implemented.
Well, it's getting closer and closer. I have family in Minneapolis. I have family in Michigan. Dearborn is like a third world country. It looks like the Middle East, and as far as holding the same values or valuing the Constitution, you can't say anything negative about the Quran or Muhammad without fear and threat for your life. So it is completely opposite, where we can have dialogue as Christians.
The Quran is not true. It is a fake bunch of bullshit. Okay. And I do not care about it.
You better be careful.
Why?
Oh, well, if you said that in a certain...
nope, I can say that wherever.
With a group of people.
Nope, I can say that wherever. Just like
go to Dearborn and try that
gladly,
out.
Sir.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see a live stream. You don't have the balls to do it because you know the reality. Or go to the Middle East, go to London.
Sir, I've been to London many times, actually. It's a beautiful place, right? But I guarantee you've never even been to the state of Michigan. right?
Absolutely. I have family in Grand Rapids.
No, I didn't ask
just
about your
outside of
fucking
Detroit.
family. I asked about you.
Perfect. I visited the state many times.
Yeah, and you've been to
just
Dearborn
last year.
You were just in Dearborn.
Absolutely.
And you came back.
Last year.
So how was the
Yeah.
Sharia law there?
Well, it's moving closer and closer.
No, how was it?
Again,
I just know what, like, okay, so moving close. So what Sharia law aspects were already in it?
It's not there yet, but when you have a city council that's majority Muslim, when you have a mayor that's Muslim, when you're slowly moving closer and closer to it.
What parts of Sharia law do you not like?
The slippery slope. Well, as most Western societies, they have more respect and value women or gay rights.
They value women.
But they don't.
Do you want to? You want to talk about? You want to talk about what the Bible says about women? Because the Bible is very clear about how women are supposed to be submissive, how they're pretty much property, how they can be taken as slaves, how you can, take the, prepubescent children, girls.
Women should be slaves.
No, you can take them as slaves. It actually says it multiple times, including like in 1 Samuel and also in Leviticus.
That women should be taken as slaves.
That can be, yeah. It actually, God specifically actually orders them to take young women, even prepubescent women as young as 8, and take them as slaves for the master. Yeah.
Well, that's Old Testament shit. So.
Well, what?
Well, Jews and other religions also abide by that, but there's not a literal interpretation of all that, and we've been able to progress and move forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the society is not representative based on the text.
Actually, I mean, it completely is. First of all, Jesus specifically said in Matthew that the Old Testament is the law, and it will say the law until the earth ends. Right? It says that specifically in Matthew 5. So it says specifically that all the laws of the Old Testament should last until the ending of the world. And considering I'm still on the world, last time I checked. Right now, the world's not over. So all of those, like the Abrahamic laws and the Old Testament laws, they still very, very much apply according to Jesus' own words.
Society has moved beyond that, right?
Not really, actually. In lots of different places, it's absolutely not like that. I mean, you even have significant right wing influencers and politicians specifically right now that said that women should be submissive, women belong in the house, women belong barefoot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's certain roles. There's certain roles that both sides are supposed to be.
Oh, sir,
obligated
are you saying Sharia law in my life?
No. Wow, you can miscategorize something else. We should probably repeal the 19th Amendment as well.
I mean, I'm sure if I left it up to you probably would.
Yeah, that's something I would support.
Yeah, I bet you would. But I should be
have college educated white women destroying our country.
Yeah, but I should be really worried about Sharia law when you literally are admitting that right now.
We should be. Well, up until the turn of the
not
century,
gonna lie,
that was the status quo.
I don't even know like a whole bunch about Sharia law. I know like a little bit about it, a lot more than you, that's for damn sure. But I know a little bit about it, but I'll tell you this right now, I'd probably rather have Sharia law than whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, perfect. Well, you can make assumptions and lean on that.
No, that's not an assumption.
That's fine.
That's literally, I'm basing it off of what you just said with your own mouth.
What? That? Well,
you just said we should get rid of
rights.
We should abolish the 19th Amendment. You literally just said we should abolish the 19th Amendment.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they dissolve all their rights as human beings.
Oh, just the rights you don't want them to have.
No, well, it's not.
Got your tongue, sweetheart. Why are you stuttering so bad?
Oh, dude, you're such a troll. It's so funny.
Yeah, and you're a bigoted misogynist. So what?
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you can call me names, ad hominem attacks, whatever.
I am. Did you not hear me?
You're
did a
bigoted trope against white people.
You're a
classifying them as rednecks.
Misogynist.
So I guess you're a racist as well.
Awesome. When did I say the word redneck?
When you did your little racist trope.
What racist trope did
hillbilly,
I do? What
hillbilly accent?
What accent?
Oh my gosh. Miscategorizing what I said and looping in a bunch of stuff.
Oh, sir, nobody is miscategorizing.
Yeah.
Sir, nobody is miscategorizing a goddamn thing. Okay?
Yeah.
You are a perfect representation of what MAGA is. Okay. You're a perfect representation of what the far right wants, what these fascist dictators, people like Stephen Miller, people like JD Vance want in the White House. I
Nick
would say
Fuentes?
Donald Trump. Okay. Oh, you're a Nick Fuentes fan? I was about to say you were a groiper. You do sound
Yeah.
like one. Okay.
Yeah.
And I
perfect.
will say when he was, on, I believe it was on when he was on Tucker Carlson, said he's never gotten laid. I believed him. Yeah. And it sounds like none of his followers have either. Right. So it does
well,
not
I have
surprise
two
me
children, so
that they
whatever.
ain't yours. They're not yours. Anyways, what I was trying to say was, sir, is that you, okay, and all your little white nationalist, little, anti-Semitic little buddies, okay, can all get in your little circle, okay, and circle jerk each other for as far as I'm concerned, okay? But you are not a representation of America, right? You are a representation of everything that is wrong with this country, okay? Nobody cares about you, okay? And I bet you if you really just, sat down and actually tried to, have some empathy or some sympathy for somebody else or tried to understand someone else's point of view, then, maybe you'd get a girl to touch it or something, but you won't. But instead, you want to make everybody afraid of something like Sharia law that is apparently coming soon. It's coming. It's going to be here soon. Everyone should be afraid of a Sharia law, while you literally try to rip rights away from women by literally saying we should abolish the Ninth Amendment. Okay? The
What were the
Crusades were about
about?
Christians
How did
murdering people
how
for
did
not being
Muhammad
Christian.
come into power?
The Crusades were about Christians murdering people for not being
Oh,
Christian.
no, there were hundreds of
No,
years of
that's
oppression
what it
by
was.
Muslim.
Nope,
Okay,
that's what it
perfect.
was, sweetheart.
No,
That's what it was.
No, they didn't
But
take Europe.
shh,
They weren't.
shh.
Oh, perfect, dude. This is just
Hey.
a waste of time.
It is, because
It is.
I don't debate white nationalist piece of shit. So you have whatever day you deserve and fuck
It's
off,
so
okay?
funny.
Yeah, it is funny, as you're no longer on my live. I don't debate white nationalist piece of shit, so you can fuck off. That simple. Easy stuff. Anyways, y'all, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on those notifications. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are being absolutely awesome. We're going to run through a few super chats real quick, and we're going to move on to the next caller. We're going to keep this thing going. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are being absolutely amazing today. Valador, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. 5 more people joining the team. If you guys would like to become a member or a super fan, please consider it. It does help to support the live on a consistent basis and helps to pay for this wonderful entertainment that we get while I talk to, white nationalists like Nick Fuentes Jr. over there, Mr. Anyways, regardless, I'm not even gonna worry about it. But thank you so much, Valador. Disassociate, thank you so much. Said my mom was a single mom on food stamps. This whole time she was a hacker and she wasted millions of taxpayer dollars on unhealthy food. She was just hacking that SSDI system, just like the rest of us. Just like the rest of us are doing all the time. Thank you so much, Disassociate. Given, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Says still over here spinning these Skrillions, and now I can add hacker to my resume. That's how you got all the Skrillions. You get the Skrillions, okay, by all the hacking of the SSDI that you've been doing. All right, duh. I don't know why you guys are confused by this. It's a pretty simple, it's a pretty simple process over here. All right, you guys need to get on it. Thank you so much. Freddie, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Said happy holidays. Happy holidays to you too. I really appreciate that, Freddie. And happy holidays to everyone out there. And a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. Rhino, thank you so much for the $5. Said, if Biden did what Trump is doing, MAGA would lose their minds. It's okay if Trump does it, but if the Democrats do but not if the Democrats do the same thing. If any of us did 10% of what this White House did, we would spend the rest of our lives in jail. We spend the rest of our lives in jail forever. Okay. It is all they will find. I saw something actually today. It said, if Bill Clinton was in the Epstein files, his followers would completely disown him, just completely get rid of him. If Donald Trump tomorrow was completely in the Epstein files, his followers would find a way to dismiss the evidence. And it's the truth. They would just find a way to get rid of the evidence. That's it. So, anyways, thank you so much, Rhino. Feisty, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said mandatory vasectomy solve the abortion issue without men legislating women's bodies. I wanted to get to the abortion issue, but we got to removing women's suffrage first. So, I mean, I think that kind of just didn't think we really needed to get into it at that point, right? I think we kind of got there on our own. Frost, thank you so much for the $2. Said Western culture respects women since when? I don't know when that happened. We should look at the gender pay gap on that and see how that worked out. Jen, thank you so much for the $10. And hope you and Ari and family had a wonderful Christmas. We did. It was very, very awesome. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Had a very awesome Christmas, and we're gonna be live all next week too. We're gonna be having some fun. I don't know if we're gonna do like bring in the New Year's or anything like that, but we're gonna have some fun. All right. And Feisty, thank you so much for the $10 at Lake Michigan. I assume that has to do with the Dearborn comment. I believe we'll go with that. The Krusty said, I'm from Michigan. No sign of Sharia law. Citizens are very kind. Food is awesome. I was never bothered and saw lots of people like the caller there. Bet you got some awesome hookah bars going on in there too. I bet that's pretty great. And Valador, thank you so much for the $2. Said, callers repeats things but adds no substance. Yeah, they've been doing that the whole time. Yo, if you'd like support, I do have super chats, super stickers, live gift goal, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal are all at Polypolitics. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. But more importantly, make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hello, how are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, shit. I'm doing all right. How old are you?
38.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
I do.
Awesome. Why is that?
He solved the border issue.
How did he solve the border issue?
We had a border that had so many encounters that the previous administration said that it required an act of Congress that would have been.
That's not what I'm asking, sir. How did he fix it?
He started actually promoting people to have consequences on the individuals, and that's what makes them not feel incentivized across the border.
And what is the consequence for entering the country illegally?
They need to, what is the consequence? They need to, be returned back to their home country, yes.
That was already happening. So what does Donald Trump do different? Yes, it was.
No, because they had catch and release.
There were 685,000 deportations just last year. That's more than Donald Trump is going to get to this year.
No, I'm saying, no. Are you saying it was happening during the previous administration?
Sure, yeah.
It wasn't to the level as it is now.
Well, sir, yes, it was. The deportations were at a number that it was now. The only difference now is that people are taking people that have been here for decades, right? So not people that were influx and rushing to the border. People that have been here.
That doesn't speak to. The
you don't know what it speaks to. You didn't let me finish.
No, you're talking about people being, deported, people who've lived here for decades. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
So you said that was the consequence, sir. Then what's the consequence?
The consequences are that people don't feel the incentive to try to cross the border, because once you get deported, you won't have the ability to claim asylum again. That has been what he said, and that's why all of a sudden this decrease of people wanting to pay coyotes to get them to go across the country, across the border.
Why do you need a coyote if you're seeking asylum?
Huh?
Why do you need a coyote if you're seeking asylum?
You understand that seeking asylum isn't supposed to be any country that you want to do. So you had all sorts
of
asylum
but not the point. That doesn't answer my question. Why do you need, sir?
To answer your question, it's cheaper and quicker process thinking that somebody's going to let you into the country and then let you be free once you enter the country.
Sir, you're not answering my question, and I'm not going to let. No, you are not. Asylum is a legal process of entering the United States. Okay.
Correct, and it takes time.
Coyotes, of course it takes. Sir.
No,
listen.
You're wrong.
I can't be wrong because you won't even let me get my statement out. So there is nothing for you to even claim that is wrong because you won't be quiet long enough for me to get out something wrong.
That's your love at home.
Yeah, you have to be quiet long enough for me to make a full statement before you can say it's wrong.
The statements that you've said to time right now.
My statements have been five words, sir. My statements have been 5 words into a 30-word sentence.
Yeah, and you were off topic.
That's called taking something out of context, sir. Now be quiet.
Please.
Thank you. Seeking asylum is a legal process of entering the United States.
Insane.
Okay. So therefore, a coyote whose job is to sneak you in illegally is not necessary if you're doing something legally. So explain to me,
take to do asylum?
this person does not want in any
How
way,
long
shape,
does
or form
it
to
take
speak.
go through asylum process?
This person does not want me to speak. Okay. How did you say you were?
You're missing the point.
How old did you say you were?
How long does it take to go through the asylum
Which
process?
part
You're
of the
missing
asylum
point
process?
entirely.
Which part of the asylum process?
Any of them. You
Yeah,
know what?
to
You
get
can
into
go
the
ahead
country and to
risk
yeah,
the
to
movement
yeah.
into the country.
Okay, can I answer your question?
No, can I talk?
No, you
or
asked
no?
me a question. You said I asked. You said how long does it take? I said which part. You said any part, and now I'm answering the question.
Thank you for the summary.
Yeah, apparently you weren't there for it. So,
Continue.
in order to enter the United States legally under temporary legal status, okay, or temporary protected status under asylum code, it could take as many as like a few days, maybe a week.
Yeah. You understand that temporary protective or temporary legal status was changed during the Biden administration
Sir.
to try to allow
So about 3
enforcement.
days
Now
to a
they're-
week. So what's the
No.
point?
No.
Sir, I'm answering your
to
question.
thwart
How
the
long
number-
does it
No,
take?
No, I didn't.
The answer
I didn't
is
ask a question. I
you
was
did. You said,
talking and
how
then you
long
interrupted.
does it take to seek asylum? I said, which part? Then you said any part, and I was explaining to you the part that gets you into the United States. So about 3 days, maybe a week.
Correct. Under the law that was changed during the Biden administration.
Oh yeah, under the
try to
Trump
thwart the
administration,
number.
almost no
I'm
legal
describing it.
immigration is legal is fine. I'm
You
talking
do
about
understand
under
that
8
they
U.S.
changed-
Code 1158.
Why are you getting hot? Why are you
I'm not hot at all, sir. Under 8 U.S.
Okay,
Code 1158,
so-
you are just constantly trying to move the goalposts and freaking change what
There's
we're
no
talking about.
goalposts.
I know there
I'm
is no
on topic.
goalpost with you whatsoever. That's the problem. Okay,
No,
so therefore,
I'm
I am
on
trying to
topic.
keep you
You
on
are
sir.
getting
I am
upset and
trying
off
to keep,
topic.
sir. I am in no way
Hi.
upset. I am trying to keep you on topic. Okay, like a
I've been
toddler,
on topic this
like
whole
a
time. So the
toddler,
number
like a
of
toddler that I am
crossings
trying to
and
keep on.
encounters have decreased.
All right, sir. So
That's
here's
why
how
I
this is going to work.
support
Hey, can you
Trump.
hear me?
No, I can hear you. The
Perfect.
reason why I support Trump is the number of.
All right, you're muted now. Okay, so say whatever you want. No one can hear you. No one can hear you. Keep talking all you want, and I will not stop talking into. Well, then I'll take my headset off. Let me know when you're being quiet. Okay? It is sad I have to treat you like a toddler in order to have a conversation with you. Okay? But whenever you're ready, sweetheart, I have the headphones over there. I can kind of hear you. All right? I'll just go ahead and mute the microphone, and I'll sit here and chill out until you're done. Okay, bud? It really does get annoying having to raise your children, MAGA. Okay? I would much rather you raise your own children. Okay? That way I don't have to anymore. Okay? He's still screaming, by the way. I don't know what the heck he's saying. Here, you guys can listen to him.
No. You mentioned
He's
raising
over here
your own
screaming or
children. You
something. I don't know what he's
understand
talking
the
about.
Democratic Party backs and supports the idea of village.
All right, I'll mute him again. Just screaming, dude, not talking to anybody. Guys, what is he saying? I can't hear him. Might just open up the phone lines. Maybe move on to somebody else. You guys think that's a good idea? I want to try to talk this guy, but he literally has not stopped yelling and no one's listening to him. Sir, I'm trying to hear what you have to say, but you are going to have to act like an adult. Are you done? Oh, he left. Dude. Just act like an adult, dude. I don't know why you're screaming. Jesus Christ, he left. MAGA, raise your children so I stop having to. Okay? I have to teach your children manners because you guys don't. Hello? Hello? All right, that person's not there. Yeah, I know. Another lost soul. Another lost soul. Hello? Well, that's annoying. Hello?
Hey, all right, I'm online. What's going on, Eric? Here.
By the way, everyone, Kiev is under massive attack right now. So I'm trying to read up on it. We'll look into it. But Kiev is under massive attack right now by the Russians. So just stand by on what we got going on over here. Hello, how are you?
Pretty good.
Awesome.
I'm watching the show.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
That last guy. Yes, that last guy was, I don't know, he's unhinged. Yeah, I do.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm about 48.
48. Perfect. Y'all, can you all do me a favor? Currently in my one live on YouTube, I have 535 people and only 221 likes. So if you guys hit that like button for me, I really appreciate it. In my landscape live, and y'all are supposed to be my like, you know, my peoples over there, I have 107 likes and 240 people in there. We can get that up. In my TikTok, I don't know how we're not like even at 500,000 right now. We should be way the heck up here. This is craziness. So let's get on that. I appreciate you. All right. So why do you support Trump?
I think several reasons, really, and mostly because he's finally, or at least there's a president who's actually going after people who have broken the law, like pretty much embezzlement. It's pretty obvious. Most recently, I'm pretty sure you're on top of it, and you probably have stats on it in front of you, but all of the unaccounted billions of dollars that the last administration has been sidelining, and they can't come up with answers to justify the spending. What do you think about that?
What spending are you talking about?
Well, the billions of dollars that the Trump administration is claiming the Democrats have misspent.
Yeah, what you're gonna have to be more specific, man.
Okay, so let's start with what's her name, Omar. So she apparently okayed a lot of spending for these now are turning out to be fake charities and things. And simple questions like, well, where's the money? What was it used for? It can't be answered. I mean, if you were given $1 billion, wouldn't you?
How does
know?
Ilhan Omar approve any money?
Well, her district.
That's not how money approval works. She gets to approve federal spending dollars as a singular vote in the House of Representatives. She doesn't get to approve spending in the state of Minnesota.
What I was alluding to is her oversight. How does she not know that any of this was?
Because it's not her job.
Let's go. What do you mean?
Because it's not her job. That's how.
Okay, what specifically is her job?
To represent the state of Minnesota in the federal government.
Okay, and represent them to do what?
Represent the will of the people in that.
And what is the will of the people? What was it?
That depends on which topic you're talking about.
I just gave you the topic.
She did not vote on any bill that supported fraud scams in Minnesota.
None.
Nope.
So you have that in front of you, that she didn't vote for any of these charities.
No, I don't actually need it in front of me, because in order for that to happen, you'd have to convince me that Mike Johnson put up a bill to the House floor that says, do you or do you not support Somalian fraud in Minnesota? And I don't think Mike Johnson would have put that bill up to the congressional floor.
No, why not?
Because first of all, you can't do a bill that is illegal. So that doesn't make any sense. Second of all, who would be supporting that bill? That doesn't even make sense. Sir, it doesn't.
What makes it illegal, though?
What makes it illegal to support a law that's not against the law? What are you talking about?
What? No, you're generalizing it. What would make it illegal?
How is fraud illegal?
No, you said Mike Johnson would introduce a bill, and you said illegal.
Oh yeah, Ilhan Omar's not even in Minnesota. What are you talking? Yeah, where is Ilhan Omar's not even in Minnesota, right? Where's she from? She's from let's see.
But she was supporting Somalis. Anyway, that's just one thing. If we're gonna spend too much time on that,
No, she's Minnesota. Did I say?
So the other
She's
thing
Minnesota. I said that. Did
Yeah.
I not?
Yeah, you said it.
Okay.
You're
Why are
right.
people afraid to trip me out over here? Of course, she's Minnesota.
So there was the couple of calls earlier. Some guy said something about the border, and I think you asked how did he fix it?
Sir, do you know what's going on in Somalia? Or sorry, in Minnesota with the Somalians?
Well, from what I've seen, yeah. I mean, this would. I don't live there. Do you? I don't.
I do not
whenever I
live
get out-
there. No.
Whatever the outlets I get, I'm sure you are same with you, or generally speaking.
Yeah, there was a
So
bunch of
what-
people
what-
committing crimes, sir, and some of them were Somalian heritage. They were U.S. citizens that were doing it.
Mhm.
Okay, and they were defrauding the United States government. Not so dissimilar to how that happens in many states across for many different groups of people. Okay, but Ilhan Omar had nothing, could not have anything to do. She has no power, truly, even in the state of Minnesota. She doesn't even have power to do anything, right? She supports the Somalians that are there, right? Because the overwhelming majority of Somalians that are in Minnesota are peaceful, legal U.S. citizens who, do
Mhm.
everything like great, and they're still criminals. We don't blame all white people for every time, somebody white commits a crime, right?
No, of course not.
Then why would we blame all Somalians for some Somalians committing a crime?
So who's saying it's all Somalians?
Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Stephen Miller, most of the White House.
Those are their words, all Somalians?
He called them garbage people and said they all need to go back to their country.
No, I'm sure he was referring to the criminals.
Nope.
Not all Somalians.
Nope.
Did he say all Somalians? I mean, because if he did, please link it or let your viewers know what
He said Somalians. He did not specify criminals.
Well, in context, come on. If you want to play semantics.
It wasn't in context. The context, sir. Gotcha. So you're adding context that does not exist.
No, well, when did he say it? I'm asking you. I mean, you're saying it.
It's a meeting like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, he said Ilhan Omar needed to get deported. She's a U.S. citizen and a representative in the United States Congress, and he said she needs to go back to Somalia.
Okay.
She's not a criminal, right?
I don't know that she is or not.
She's not.
So
that's the answer.
okay.
She's not.
But you know that for sure.
Yes.
What evidence do you have that she's not?
That she hasn't been convicted of a crime.
Oh, okay.
Unlike Donald Trump.
Okay. What crime did he commit?
Donald Trump got convicted of 34 felony counts of falsifying business records and furtherance of another crime.
Okay. So the border that we were talking about a while ago, you asked how he fixed it, and the simple answer to that question was enforcing the deportation. But then you said, then you got off topic. I think you started jumping. I mean, you were at fault a little bit. You take some responsibility. You brought up asylum, right?
No, he brought up asylum, and I was responding.
Well, it has nothing to do with it. Asylum, really, it's just the illegal part of it about being in the country. So what he's doing?
He actually, the last caller actually said they were hiring coyotes to seek asylum. That is what he said, which is an insane thing to say.
Oh, that's right. And then he said, "Why would you need a coyote for asylum?"
Yep.
You're absolutely right. So I'm pretty sure what he was saying was to get them over here. Then once they're here, they find it easier to go and then at a more convenient time seek asylum. I don't know, because he wasn't explaining himself very well, and you were kind of badgering him. So either way, nobody got to find out. But I do know that if you enforce deportation and you give the option, hey, if you go by yourself on your own cognizance and your own willingness, then you can come back and apply. But if we go and we find you, then you'll never be able to come back legally or otherwise.
Almost no one is taking that offer, by the way. You know that, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's literally almost no one is taking this whole, we're going to give you money and you can self-deport. No one's doing that. Like, literally no one. Not literally no one. I mean, there are a few people, but almost no one.
So what? So my question to you on all that, it's a long way around the barn, but I think you might give a pretty good answer for this. I'm hoping. What is your take on that? Because you said thinking filthy nationalist or something, and my question was, well, define what nationalist, because I mean, there's laws, and if any other country you do this and you overstay your visa, they just grab you and throw you out, and nobody says anything about that, and that's all he's really doing is saying, look, you broke the law and go back. That's it. We're spending money and resources that were intended for United States citizens. There are citizens.
No, we're not.
And I mean, are you going to argue that? No.
Yes, I can argue that all day. The last recordable year, there was $98 billion paid by undocumented immigrants into our tax system, which they received no benefit from from any of the social safety nets from. And actually, they cost us about $33 billion in federal taxes.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to have you repeat it. It was coming in broken up. What did you say about 98? Did you say 98 billion?
98 billion. That's how much the undocumented immigrants paid in this country in federal taxes, federal, state, and local taxes. Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. So you said illegal or undocumented people that are working here in the United States have paid that amount in taxes?
Yep.
How do we know that if they're illegal?
IRS.
If they're illegal, well, there you go. So that's how we're finding out and sending them back. It doesn't matter.
Gotcha. No, sir. You're changing the point. You're changing the point. You said that they are sucking off of the American system that could be going to American citizens, and I'm telling you, not only are they not doing that, they're paying so much in taxes that the U.S. citizens are actually getting more money from them than we're spending on them. So the U.S. citizens are benefiting off those tax dollars, not the other way around.
Well, that's a pretty good argument to make, but what's the evidence?
The IRS data.
The IRS doesn't say that.
Yes, it does.
How are you conflating taxes that are paid and saying that it was disseminated accordingly? Where is the evidence that says it was
Sir, because we can see how much money, because tax dollars are trackable.
Well, yeah. So where?
Yeah,
where
there was $33 billion spent, like in the last recordable year, there was $33 billion spent on undocumented immigrants. $33 billion. Okay? Large amount of money. $98 billion was paid by undocumented immigrants. So not only were they not sucking stuff from freaking American citizens, right? They put $60 billion into the system. They paid $22 million just in Social Security.
It's
right?
insane.
Social Security that they don't qualify for.
Okay. So again, you're conflating information. You're reading into data that does not say that.
It does say that.
It doesn't say
It
that. I mean, I know exactly what I
it says
I asked the
specifically
question
that.
to see where you would say that these aren't blind questions.
These aren't blind questions. No, they are questions I answered with my eyes open.
Yeah, no, and you're giving information that you're assuming is the answer. That's not the information.
Sir, then
Anyway.
where are you getting this information from? Because I can
The
give
same-
you
the
Center of
same-
Immigration
the same-
Studies, which says the same thing. I can give you Pew
same
Research
thing.
Center that says the same thing. The IRS
The
data shows
same-
this exact thing, which is what these two people pulled off of. Where are you getting the information that says that I'm wrong?
The tax money is actually pretty accurate. If you average out even 3 different resources, it'll pretty much be the same. What I'm saying is, where does it say that they paid into the system that they were not able to draw from?
That's what that data says, sir. Undocumented immigrants can't get Social Security. They can't get Medicare. They can't get Medicaid. They can't get SNAP benefits. They can't get any of this stuff.
Then how are they getting them when the evidence is there? When you see a
What?
person that's undocumented, and they do have a SNAP card, how is that possible?
It's
if they're
not.
not drawing from the system.
Because it's not happening.
Then how is it happening?
It's not.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not asking you like hypothetically. I'm asking you.
I'm not
because
asking you
I know that
hypothetically
it-
either. I am informing you that it's not happening.
And okay, you're making that stupid philosophical argument that if a tree falls in the woods, did it make a sound? Nobody was
Nope.
there to hear it.
I
then it
can just
didn't.
look at the SNAP benefit requirement eligibility that shows that undocumented
doesn't
immigrants can't get
say-
them.
that doesn't
And
say-
since
that doesn't
therefore
say-
you have to
that-
prove your
No, are you
eligibility for
serious?
SNAP benefits, then you can't
Remember a
get
while
it.
ago when I said semantics? Now you're choosing which ones that you can stand by. That's a generalization.
Cool.
You
Then
said
prove
about-
to me
you're-
that
you're-
undocumented
you're-
immigrants are getting SNAP benefits.
Okay, so I live in an area in
Nope.
Texas.
Proof. I want
where-
proof. I don't want your anecdote.
Well, that's not an anecdote. You asked me.
If it starts with
So,
"I live in a certain area of Texas," that is an anecdote. I promise you right there, that's an anecdote.
Okay, all right. Then you prove to me that it isn't.
Sure, gladly. SNAP benefits eligibility.
Negative. That's an anecdote. Because just
That
because
is
the rule
not
says don't
an
speed-
anecdote
Just because
at
the
all.
rule says don't speed doesn't mean people are not speeding. Okay, just because it says don't kill doesn't mean
No,
people
but we
are
can
killing.
prove that people are
Just be-
speeding.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we can.
you
There's
prove
speeding
people are-
tickets.
Can you prove right now that
Yeah,
people
we
are speeding
can.
where I'm-
We
where-
can
where I'm
actually.
at, where I'm at right now?
We can
The road I'm
actually
on right
pull
now.
speeding tickets,
No.
and then we can prove that
Can
people are
you
speeding.
tell me right now that people are not speeding right now?
I can tell you 100% they
No.
are.
Your generalization again.
No, I'm not. I can prove that because speeding tickets,
No, you cannot-
traffic
you cannot
cameras,
prove it.
all sorts of
You
other things.
No, you can have a persuasive argument towards it or in support, but that is not conclusive.
Sir, are
Is
you
it?
trying? Is your point that there might be undocumented immigrants somewhere that is frauding the system and getting benefits? Yeah, I'm not denying that there is a possibility that there
Thank you.
is.
That's all I wanted you to admit,
sir.
man. You're
But
not
that's
saying that
but
you're
but
completely
sir,
wrong.
but sir,
But
but
what I'm-
sir,
what I'm
sir.
saying
No,
is-
no,
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 but-
no, 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 nope.
Just want you to be
Nope.
pseudo admit.
Nope, you're not going to cut me off.
That you're not
You are
100%.
not
I'm
going
cutting
to
you
cut
off.
me off
I
because
just-
you think that you got a point when I'm not finished with mine. Be quiet.
Go ahead.
Shh. Yeah. Are you saying that there is not nobody with undocumented immigrant that's getting SNAP benefits that shouldn't be? Sure, of course there is. There's also a shit ton more American citizens that don't qualify for SNAP benefits that are getting that, right? And even at that percentage, right, it is still a tiny, less than half of 1% of freaking people on the entire SNAP benefits program whatsoever that are shown to be defrauding the system. So yes, I'm not saying that it is 100% in any way, shape, and form because that's not how we talk. We don't talk in freaking, absolutes. Right? I'm not saying that nobody is ever doing this, right? That's an
You said that a minute ago.
impossibility.
If you
right?
rewind your tape, you'll say that.
No, I didn't, sir. I've never spoken absolutes.
You said nobody's defrauding the system. That's what you're exactly.
No, I did not say that. I would never say that. See how you're trying to cut me off in the middle of my point because my point makes you. No, sir. My point actually sounds logical, and you don't want me to have it. So please, for the love of God,
I want you to be logical.
Well, I'm trying to
ahead.
be, but every time I try to be, you start talking.
Because you twist it. You know how when you
I'm twisting my own point, guys. Apparently,
Yes,
I
when
am
you said-
twisting my
You
own
see?
point.
Don't
My
be
own point
facetious.
that I have not said. I
Why
am
do you have to
somehow,
be
sir,
facetious?
I am twisting my own point that I have not said, and this guest will not let me say.
Yeah, you see, you're being facetious, and you accuse people of being it.
That's
Don't
not
be it
what the word
yourself, man.
facetious means.
Yeah, it's just being shitty. You're being
Being
antagonistic of
shitty
something
is
you
not
can't-
being facetious.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
You don't know what the word is? Then why are you using it?
No. What is it? What is it?
Sir,
You
I am
correct
going
me,
to
please.
finish my point whether you like it or not.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm going to do it without you talking.
No, I won't. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. What I was trying to say from the get-go, which is just ridiculous that I have to repeat myself for the third time, okay, is that of course we don't speak in absolutes. What I am saying is that undocumented immigrants getting SNAP benefits is not an issue, right? Any people that are getting SNAP benefits that are not supposed to be getting them, we find that out. We have investigations into that thing. We find those things out. Or is there somebody someplace that might possibly be getting it? Sure. I don't know. I don't have any proof that any of undocumented immigrants are getting any SNAP benefits, but am I saying it's possible? Sure, it's possible. Just like there are people that aren't supposed to be getting SNAP benefits from all sorts of immigration statuses that might possibly be getting it. That does not prove your point that undocumented immigrants are getting it, right? The way you are phrasing it is saying that undocumented immigrants are getting this benefit, and they're not. They do not qualify for social safety nets, and they are still paying a significantly more into social safety nets and not being able to receive it. So I'm sorry, if they're paying $98 billion and 12 people are getting SNAP benefits someplace, I guess we're just going to have to accept that for the $60 billion that American citizens are benefiting off of it.
Okay. So, which one is it? Are they getting him or are they not? You said, okay, well, I'm not saying...
No, undocumented immigrants are not getting him.
Okay. You just admitted a while ago, I'm not saying that they're not, but I'm not saying that all of them are either. And just for the sakes of that argument, by the same argument, I didn't imply that all undocumented are doing it. But I'm saying that it is happening.
Cool. Then
Now,
show me that there's any percentage of undocumented immigrants that are actually receiving them in a fraudulent manner.
Well, to the same agreeable point that you admitted.
No,
that, okay,
just do it.
It's plausible.
You want to try to pin me into a corner on this
No, I'm not
ridiculous
pinning-
monolith.
Nobody's pinning you.
Prove it.
Nobody's pinning you.
No,
Why do you
prove
get so
it.
defensive? Look,
Prove
see, that's
it.
that's the problem that people
Prove
think
it,
you
sir.
have with
Sir,
it
if you
there.
want to do this, sir, I can play this game better than you. Prove it.
No, it's
You
not a
made the
game
claim,
for
prove
me.
it.
That's the problem
Nope,
with you.
I
You
don't
think
want
it's
to,
a
sir.
game, and people
I
are
don't want to
adamant
hear
about
a goddamn thing out of your mouth besides you proving to me that there is some type of percentage of undocumented immigrants that are receiving SNAP benefits in a fraudulent manner. Go ahead.
it. Now, who would have that statistic?
That's not my fucking problem. That's your claim.
Okay, why do you have to be so the way you are? Can't
Why
be
do you have to be
professional?
the way you are? I was trying to actually have a nice conversation with you, and you're like, "Oh, you can't tell me that not one person has it? Oh, you just admitted it." No, fine. You want to
Okay,
play this game? Then we'll play it, sir.
nobody was even.
You want to play this game,
theatrical.
sir?
Nobody's playing theatrical.
Sir, you're doing a whole lot of whining and a whole lot of not telling me a source.
Because you're not
doing
because
a
you're not accepting.
whole lot of whining and a
Okay.
whole lot of
Okay.
not telling me your source. I tried to move on with the conversation, not have to source things, not have to do all this stuff. I like to just move the conversation along and just, actually talk like adults. That's what I prefer. But if you want to harp on this part of the conversation so hard that you want to try to do this in the corner, no, it's fine, sir. No, sir, it's already done. Go ahead and prove it.
You continue.
Prove it.
Okay. I don't have it. I'm driving. I can't pull it up.
That seems like it's not my problem. So admit that you were wrong then.
That's not admitting you're wrong.
No, go ahead and
That's
admit that you
admitting
have
I
you have nothing absolute to prove that any undocumented immigrant is getting a single benefit from SNAP. Either prove
Okay,
it,
so
or either prove it or say you were wrong.
Okay, well, I'll prove it by saying that the president and his administration have said it. How about that? This is
That's
my
not proof of anything.
Well, that's proof.
They also
Well,
said
this
that
is-
horse dewormer kills COVID and that we should nuke hurricanes and that the sound of windmills cause cancer.
Yeah, and the Democrats also said that COVID.
I'm not asking
didn't
about
happen in
what the
Iraq.
Democrats said, sir. I am proving to
Well,
you that the Trump administration
you're
lies.
being-
Since they lie, I do not trust just because they said it. Actually, Donald Trump said over 30,000 confirmed lies just in his first term alone. Okay? So no, the Trump administration saying something is not proof that it happened.
Okay, well, just because you disagree with somebody's action doesn't mean that they're doing something illegal.
I didn't say anybody was doing anything illegal. I'm asking you to prove your stance.
Well, I should. That's my proof.
Your proof is
That's my
Trump
re-
said
that's
so?
my resource.
Okay. Well,
my
guess
source.
what? Well, my Australian Shepherd said that that's not true.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, and my Australian Shepherd is actually more trustworthy than Donald Trump.
So what would so your absolute is what then? That
I
no
said I don't have an
undocumented
absolute.
are
I've already said that specifically.
Okay, but then you prove that to prove your point, whatever that point was.
I
you
didn't
went left
actually
and
wasn't
right.
trying to prove a point.
Well, sure sounded like you were. Okay, so then what?
Yes,
were you
I know.
saying?
That's what decent conversation sounds like to people that don't want to have it.
Okay, so then the other thing is, so you asked about the enforcing the border,
Yeah, you know,
right?
this is just actually kind of getting on my nerves now. So
Well, see, you can't have because when somebody starts throwing stuff back and pushing back.
yeah, sir.
You can't
Again,
handle it, man.
if you want to
You're a
throw something
child.
back, then you can show me where your proof
You're a
is that this is
child.
happening. That's fine, sir.
You're that kid
Sir,
that
you
says, "It's
calling
my
me
ball,
a
I'm going
child,
home."
sir? You the
Yeah,
what
'cause you're
you
that kid.
you
Because
saying
it's
that
my-
I'm a child means absolutely nothing to me. Okay, so but it's this really awesome thing about having my own platform is that I get to decide who's on it. Yeah, exactly. And you're not worthy of being on here because you kind of suck and you're pretty annoying. Okay. You're muted and no one can hear you. Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ, dude. Y'all make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate that. I'm pretty sure he's a repeat caller, and I'm pretty sure I've hung up on him before because he's this fucking annoying. Anyways. Luis, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Said, this MAGA caller always get offended when presented with facts. Let's spice things up by throwing a little religion into the conversation. Puerto Rico. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much, Luis. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Luis in the house over here. Valador, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said the greatest tragedy when it comes to these callers is just the lack of understanding on how our political system works, legal and political. 100%. It is sad that someone thinks that Ilhan Omar can control prosecutions in Minnesota. So crazy. So crazy. Just absolutely sad. But thank you, Valdor. Tobin, thank you so much for the $5. Said, how is it possible for the guests to get keep getting dumber? Also, hail Satan. Also, hail Satan. Just for Tobin, can we get a 666 in the chat? I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Can we get 666 in the chat for Tobin? Bake, thank you so much for the $2. And W replies because these callers are fucking insane, 100%. And Frost King said, my sources trust me, bro. I pulled it up, but yeah, I don't know what the heck that was. You like, anyways, just boring dumb shit, I guess. Whatever. Regardless, I've been on like 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think I'm going. Oh, Ari's telling me no more callers. Okay. Well, I was going to get off anyway, but now I'm being directed to get off. So I'm going to call today. Y'all make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys most likely tomorrow. Yep. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. I love you guys. All right. Bye. See you guys later.